No feedback. What's going on, you brothers? How are you brothers worldwide? Wherever you are around the world, is your gracious host, Mr. International Passport, here again for yet another classic live stream with hardcore intel the CIA or the government of America would even give you or even knows about it. Okay, so brothers, we are back for another explosive live stream. This time about Moroccan women. But first and foremost, brothers, as soon as you come on the channel, please hit the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Make sure you show support to the channel by any means currently possible. A huge shout out to my old subscribers for the support over the last few years. And welcome aboard to the new subscribers. We accept you and welcome you with open arms. So awesome. So brothers, it's going to be a very impressive live stream. We got some vital important information coming from you with our new guest called Mr. Dre. Without any further ado, how's my audio coming in, brothers? Can you hear me loud and clear? Can you please press a 1 in the live stream chat if my audio is coming in loud and clear? If you can hear me clearly, and then we'll go on to introduce our guest, and we'll get straight into the weed of things. How's my audio, brothers? Okay. Thank you, Marvin Lloyd. Thank you, Conrad Grant, for confirming the audio is good. Awesome. Thank you. So we have a very special guest called Mr. Dre. Dre, how you doing, bro?
I'm all good, brother. I'm all good. Life's good. No complaints.
Fantastic. So Dre, before you start speaking about Moroccan women and your time in Morocco, do you mind just giving us an introduction about who you are, where you're from in the world, whether you're American, English, and anything interesting about you, bro? Sum up for us,
Okay,
brother.
absolutely sure. So, as IP mentioned, my name is Dre. Um, I'm 30, born and raised in London. Um, Something interesting about me. I actually lived in America for a year. At one point, I actually studied in America for 1 year. So I've got that, international, kind of cross border experience. So, you know, I guess that's interesting about me. And yeah, I'm just a regular guy. I work a job. And I'm all about, the international passport movement. Yeah.
Fantastic. Dre, do you mind getting close to your mic again? We're losing you. Got a bit low
Oh, you,
there.
you're losing me. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm as close as possible now.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you, bro. I
Okay,
want to
cool.
say a huge shout. I want to say a huge shout out to Jeremy Sears who donated $25 before the stream started. Thank you for the support, Jeremy Sears. Much love to you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Terrell Boxley. Welcome back, Mr. Terrell Boxley. We missed you, bro. Shout out to you for the $499 super chat. What's up, brother? He says, checking in IP. I just got back from Cartagena last Friday. Give me that Moroccan heat. Okay. I'll be reaching out to you to speak to you about your time in Colombia, Cartagena, and maybe we'll get you on the channel to speak on that particular city, bro. Welcome back, Mr. Boxley. We missed you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Jeremy Says again for the $25 super chat. Thank you for the support, brother. Much love to you. Always supporting. Thank you, bro, for the $25. Thank you, brother. So awesome. So let's get into the first question. Brother, what's your connection to Morocco? Why did you go to Morocco in the first place? And what was your, yeah, what made you make that decision to travel to Morocco?
Absolutely sure. So the impetus for going to Morocco was just having observed the lockdown and the pandemic through 2020, 2021. There was just a motivation just to get abroad and just experience a different culture. And I was trying to pick a place, and I had a friend that actually gone to Morocco. So I tried to do my own due diligence, went onto YouTube, and I stumbled across IP's video, your video. And it spoke about the potential in Morocco, and that was like a motivating factor for me. So it was just me being embodying that international passport movement. I wanted to just get abroad and experience a new culture. That's what led me there.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. So, brother, first question for you now is, are the women in Morocco checking for brothers?
Yeah, I would say 100%. I think there seems to be like a demand for just an international crowd out there. You know, um, one thing that IPU did address in that video, the Morocco video, Marrakesh video, was that there is a lot of prostitution there. However, if you look in between the cracks and you really kind of move around and you go to the right places, there is demand for brothers out there, and genuine women that's single looking for the brothers. Yeah.
Jesus Christ, brother. Um, so, can you name those places you went to find those type of women that were checking for brothers and want brothers, black men in their lives in Morocco, bro? So basically, tell us what city did you go to in Morocco, and what places in that city you tell brothers to go to meet the high value women that love brothers.
Absolutely. So I went to Marrakesh, um, and one thing that's quite interesting about Marrakesh as a city is the whole city is kind of structured around tourism and catering to the tourists. That's how the city thrives and actually earns its revenue. So it's a really good environment for a tourist. Um, yeah, and that's where I went. And as far as the specific spots, I can't remember the actual names, but it's like I moved around. So I went to the mall. I remember I went to Manara Mall. I went to a few shisha lounges. Um, I went to different restaurants. Um, I did events as far as like quad biking, things like that, and just in your kind of travels and moving around, you interact with people, and that was kind of my experience. At a shisha lounge, talking to people, you know, in a store, purchasing something, that type of thing.
Wonderful. This is great intel so far, Dre. Shout out to Mr. Chucky Luciano for the $50 super chat. Thank you very much, Chucky. Welcome back, bro. I was wondering where you were, Chucky. Appreciate the support as always, and much love to you, brother. He says passport finally came in. I'm ready to go. Lord willing, thank God the passport came in. So, Chucky, what country are you going to first, brother? Let me know in the live stream comments, brother. I'd love to know what country you're looking to book first to make use of your new passport. Thank you, bro. Awesome, awesome. So this is great until so far, Trey. So Jay, before I actually speak about the current Moroccan woman that you're dealing with, I want to ask you more
Mhm.
about your trip in Morocco because the
Okay.
women for me are very, very important. Okay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so you were in Marrakesh. Is that a
That's
city
correct.
that you recommend brothers to go to?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely recommend it, and not even leading with a woman, just as a as a good destination to get some good sun. Um, just kind of let your hair down. There's lots of things you can do, from riding camels to quad biking to paint. You can do so much out there. So it's just a good environment just for a holiday in general. You know.
Fantastic, bro. Okay, so my next question from that statement there is that obviously you probably know, brother, I dislike feminism. I don't
Mhm.
I don't assign myself to any feminists. I don't date feminist women. Essentially, I don't want feminism in my life or around me whatsoever. Will I find that problem amongst Moroccan women in Morocco, bro?
In my experience, not at all. In my experience, the interactions that I had, that just wasn't the energy, and you can tell from the jump, right? So you get into a conversation with a woman, her demeanor, her disposition, the things that topics of conversation, it just clearly and obviously isn't an issue, you know.
Fantastic, fantastic. So I won't be hearing. And brothers, can we get the likes up, please? If you have not liked the video, please get the likes up, or the singing will start. Okay. If the likes are low compared to the views, I'm gonna start singing some Justin Bieber or Justin Timberlake. Okay, so please get the likes up, please. So, Dre, so I won't be hearing, stuff like I dislike men. Men are responsible for everything evil in this world. Men are trash. I won't hear that from a Moroccan woman at all, brother.
In my estimation and my experience, I don't believe so. That just wasn't the energy I got. And I carry myself a certain way, right? So um, I feel like a lot of the women that I was attracted to and were attracted to me. they had that kind of visceral instinct to kind of play their position and understand that you're not dealing with someone where you can come with these alternative views. So that just wasn't my experience. It could be out there. I'm not saying that you can't meet a local out there that doesn't have those views, but that just wasn't my experience. And I spoke to a handful of females out there.
Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. So, brother, going on to the next question, brother. Obviously, you know that I like beautiful, pretty women. I love it when
Mm,
the makeup's on point. If she's a natural beauty, that long black hair or long curly
mm,
hair. If she's a black woman, brother, are
yeah,
Moroccan women good looking? Can I find a good looking Moroccan woman?
absolutely, man. They got that, that little tint to their skin, um, that long dark hair, natural dark hair, emphasis on natural. Um, yeah, and they got that kind of exotic, North African exotic look. Um,
Look,
very, very attractive. The only I say downside, but the only kind of qualm in my view was they do tend to be quite hairy. So
oh,
I saw a few females where they had hair on their arms, and just there's nothing wrong with it, but it just threw me off personally, and I was like, oh shit, I don't like that kind of thing. But the woman that I'm dealing I'm dealing with now, that's not my experience. But just in general, as I moved around, I noticed that
okay. Thank you, bro. And also, Dre, my mistake if I didn't tell you. Please avoid swearing, brother. Let's keep it very PG, bro.
Sorry, I saw. I
No
didn't
swearing, bro.
realize. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll keep that to a minimum.
No problem, bro. Okay. They're good looking. So looks are
Mm,
important to me, but I want to get a chick right that has a
mm,
great body. And I'll tell you this, I'll tell you brothers in live stream chat. When I was in Morocco myself, and from the Moroccan women that I know in the UK, they are nice and slim thick. They've got a nice back, nice hips. Can you confirm that to me, Dre? Can you confirm that for me as well, Dre? The body wise.
absolutely,
They're packing right,
absolutely.
aren't they?
Listen, man, they're packing. Like seriously packing. You described it to a T. So body composition, most of these chicks is, as you said, like slim, thick. They've all got well built thighs, nice bums, slim waists, and it's just everywhere. And it gets to the point where, as you're walking and moving around the city, it's so rife that um, y- you can tell that the actual Moroccan men, they don't even appreciate it anymore. I remember having had a conversation with a taxi driver one time, and I was telling him that, yeah, I'm trying to find a wife out here, man. The way they're built, and he was like, oh yeah, yeah, they're very beautiful women, and but his energy was just like, yeah, he just sees it every day that it is what it is. I was like, yeah, you guys don't appreciate them, man. I'm gonna get the parcel moving out here to start cleaning up. you know.
Absolutely, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
there was one Moroccan girl I knew a couple of years ago. She was slim, thick as a mofo. She used to have my
Mm-hmm.
juices flowing whenever I saw her. It's like, God damn, baby girl. Lord
Yeah.
have mercy. Had long black hair, pink red lipstick. Oh
Mm,
man, I would have. I'm gonna keep it PG, brother. I'm gonna keep it PG.
for sure.
So this is wonderful so far. Shout out to Mr. Theo Waff for the 99.99 dollar super chat. Theo, what's up, bro? Looking forward to the Manosphere and Passport Conference in June. If you're in the Facebook group, brothers, make sure you sign up to his conference. We've posted the details on the Facebook group this evening. Thank you to Theo for doing that. So book your tickets for the Manosphere Conference in Philadelphia. Join the Patreon to get into the Facebook group, and let's get you brothers out there in Philadelphia to meet Theo Wack himself, the legend. Thank you, Theo, for the support. Much love to you, brother. I appreciate you, bro. I couldn't date a UK woman even if you paid me. So, brother, even if I paid you $1 million, you wouldn't date a UK woman, Theo? Okay. I wonder why. I wonder why. Thank you, Theo. Appreciate you, bro. Much love to you, Theo. Thank you for the support, brother. Um, Shout out to Mr. Kissin J for the $2 super chat. Thank you, Kissin J, for the support. Much love, brother. What made him choose Marrakesh over Rabat's Casablanca? Good question. Go on, bro.
Um, what made me choose Marrakesh over Casablanca? If I'm honest with you, I just had a friend that had been to Marrakesh, and he just confirmed that it was a real solid place to go to as far as what I was looking for. And then when you compounded that with IP's video, I was like, you know what, this is a nice, reasonably priced, trip I can go on and just get a different experience. But to be honest, when I spoke about, I think I did mention those other cities to just cab drivers, and I think I'm not sure that those cities are as what's the word, as modern as Marrakesh. I think they're slightly older cities. I don't know, but I just went there based off of IP's information and a few friends that have been.
Awesome. Fantastic. And also, brother, was my information helpful for you in Morocco?
It was amazing, man. It was spot on. It was spot on.
There you go, brothers. Only on this channel will you get first class hardcore intel on foreign women that will help change your life and help you navigate in these foreign countries. Okay, so if you believe in this work, please support the channel. Hit the cash apps, hit the super chats, join our Patreon, like the video. Always show support to this movement. We're out here changing the lives of intelligent, educated, straight black men. Awesome.
Absolutely. IP, not to cut you off, but there's a guy in the comments, Marvelous Minds. He's actually one of my friends from the States. So I mentioned that I studied abroad out there some years back, and I put him onto the channel. So he's logged in now. So I've got him part of the movement.
Awesome. Welcome to
Yeah.
the movement, Mr. Marvelous Minds. Hopefully, you call later on this show to speak about what's happening in your life, brother, and why you want to travel. Welcome, brother. I open you and accept you with open arms. Thank you for doing that very much, Dre.
No problem.
Shout out to Mr. Irregular Data for the $5 Canadian super chat. Get the likes up. We don't want to hear IP singing voice. Yes, indeed, brothers. And brothers, I sing pretty badly, so please get the likes up. Thank you for that Irregular Data. Much appreciation to you, brother. Awesome. So, brother, next question for you is, do they speak English, Moroccan women, or do we have to learn French or Arabic to communicate with them? How did you communicate with them, bro?
Yeah, so it's really hit and miss. It's like a shot in the dark, right? So depending on who you're dealing with, you know, their English could be limited, right? But I knew a bit of French. I studied a bit of French in school, so I had a bit of that in my arsenal. But yeah, but if you're lucky, usually they would speak English. It really depends on who you're speaking to. But if you're speaking to a woman, reasonably educated, they probably know a bit of English. So but yeah, I got lucky. The girls that I spoke to and dealt with, English speaking. But it's possible for there to be a bit of a language barrier. But if you know some French, you're lucky. If you speak a bit of Arabic, you're in there as well.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. So when you were out there in Marrakesh, brother, did you only see pale-skinned Moroccan women, or did you see Asian women out there, Japanese women out there, black women out there, white women out there, or was it just a Moroccan woman that were native to that country?
Yeah, it was pretty concentrated. So I mainly saw just native women, and I'd say it's quite a tourist kind of driven city. However, I purposefully went when non-peak tourist time. So I was just surrounded by just a lot of domestic kind of beautiful Moroccan women versus seeing a bunch of aliens.
Okay, interesting. I was hoping that you would see a half Japanese, half Moroccan chick in Morocco.
Oh, that'd be a rare, real exotic fruit if I did see that, but no,
Damn, bro, I'm wiping that as soon as possible if I see that, bro.
I definitely hear you on that.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so next question for you, brother, is okay. So Moroccan women, can you find rich Moroccan women, in Morocco, or are these women the type of woman that you as a man have to look after them, have to pay for everything, or can you find a
Yeah,
woman that's rich and has her own stuff?
yeah, real good question. It's to answer your question directly. The likelihood of you finding a rich one, yes, it's quite low. In fact, they look at you as the money. When you show up in the city, literally, like when they see a tourist, they see money. So, I say not everyone, but usually that's the kind of the algorithm when you're out there. So, it's definitely not a good strategy to go out there looking looking for a woman that's economically, you know, economically thriving type thing. Um, they'll kind of look to you for that. If I'm honest with you.
Interesting. Thank you for keeping it very honest there, bro. We appreciate honesty over
Yeah.
here in this channel. So next question for you, brother, is did you notice any jealousy towards a black man like you? Obviously, you're an intelligent, tall black man.
Mm.
Women are giving you attention. Did Moroccan men, were they hostile towards you, brother, at all, or no?
That's a good question, and that was quite shocking to me. Like there was no hostility. And as you mentioned, I'm quite a girthy kind of got a bit of size on me. So, and when I walk into a room, I don't have a subservient kind of demeanor or disposition. So some people that can be intimidating, and I know this because in the UK, I've been in environments where it's just clear, hey, we rather that big black guy not be here type thing. But out there, it just wasn't the case. People just generally speaking quite welcoming. My interactions, people are friendly. In fact, I remember bumping into this guy in the street that worked for this go-karting company, and he was like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" Um, and he was telling me how his sister is married to a black British guy and has kids with him, and he was showing me the his nephew and stuff like that. And I was like, that's really cool. So and this is just a regular kind of local guy out there, and he was being super friendly when he didn't have to be. So yeah, it's I say the outlook of people out there is just one of friendliness. It's not hostile at all.
Wonderful. This is great so far, bro. Um, so let's pick the minds of Moroccan women a bit more like a surgeon, brother. Get the
Okay.
needles out, pick it out, and see what's
Yeah.
inside the veins and the arteries. Okay. Um, okay. Obviously, as men, all right, some men want to deal with different women at the same time. They want to have a wife or a
Mm,
couple side chicks or dealing with different women at once. With
mm.
Moroccan women, would they accept the man having different girlfriends, or do they want the man only to themselves?
That's a good question, and in my estimation, from my experience, I think it's very very possible. But I have to be honest. I think there's an economic reality of that. Like your money has to be right. You have to be able to. Not that you need to be rich, but you just need to be able to manage the situation, and finance usually play a role in that. As far as like just logistical things, like having a stable place to situate the situation and take care of them, that kind of stuff. So I actually think it's possible. And obviously there's the Islamic kind of undertone to it as well, which we know that's accepted in that religion as well. So I think it's possible, but you just have to come with it. Like you have to be ready economically to manage that situation. You know.
In- Interesting, interesting. Because obviously, if I have a Moroccan girlfriend, I also want to have like a Japanese girlfriend and a Brazilian girlfriend and a Colombian girlfriend too. Will my Moroccan main chick accept my Japanese side chick?
No, nah, bro. Nah, we're pushing it, man. I was thinking, I thought you meant maybe two Moroccan girls you were dating, and you wanted to get both of them on side. But if you were just dating and just playing the field, yeah, I'd say keep your affairs to yourself. Just manage that situation, and until you're ready to, take it further with one of them. That's when you can start, you know, uh, ending your contracts.
Oh man, that'd be funny if I bring in a Japanese guy. She's like, "Who the flip is that?"
Yeah, it's like, what's going on, man?
Oh man, this is a classic stream already, brothers. Man, appreciate Dre for the humor as well, man. Appreciate you, bro. Um, next question for you, Dre, is okay. To me, body count is exceptionally important. I don't deal
Mm,
with high body count chicks. I want to deal
mm.
with a virgin and a low body count chick. Can I find low body count women and virgins in Morocco, brother?
Um, I believe you can find low body count women. I definitely think you can. Um, I think you can. As far as virgins, I'm on the virgin thing. I'm not too sure, but low body count, I believe so. Um, However, the flip side to that is there is a prostitution culture, and it's plain prostitution. Like it's not like women in high heels, big tits, hanging on the side of the road, waving cars down. It's like a real kind of, it's not that kind of thing. There's a real casual kind of element to prostitution. I'll give you an example. The friend I was with out there, we had gone to the mall. We went into like a fragrance store, and we were like shopping around for fragrances, some oud, some Arab ouds, and he had started speaking to one of the ladies that worked in the store. And he asked if she's got a boyfriend. She said no. So he grabbed her number. And she looked like a well-to-do woman, was in her uniform, just a regular worker. So what happened was when we left, he was texting her on WhatsApp, and he was telling her how, hey, he was feeling her, and it'll be nice to link up before we fly back to the UK. And I remember she wrote back to him saying, oh, but okay, I can meet you, no problem. But how much would you pay to sit with me? And that was like
Oh
the last
Lord.
verbatim, like, how much you pay to sit with me, kind of thing. And he was like, what? He was like, I'm like, I spoke to you just off of just thinking he was attractive. You're looking for some kind of transaction. So there is a lot of that kind of casual kind of prostitution which you need to be aware of. So I'm guessing girls like that, probably have a high body count. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Mm.
imagine when, imagine when it's a peak tourist time, and guys are moving to her. She's having it, kind of thing. So you need to do your due diligence. Is what I'm saying.
Awesome. Thank you, Dre.
Yeah.
This is great intel so far. Would you say are Moroccan women wifeable, in your opinion, brother? Do you see yourself marrying a Moroccan girl? Did you when you were out in Morocco, did you feel like that wifeable qualities? And tell me why.
Yeah. I think so. I could see myself personally. I could see myself wife and a Moroccan woman. I think they have wifeable qualities because I think they understand gender roles. They understand that the man is the head. And there isn't a negative connotation around that. You can tell through interactions. So they understand their roles. They're happy for the man to lead. They understand. They sit in the femininity quite well. Um, and it's just kind of this kind of natural, kind of visceral kind of interaction that is, I say, it's just very, very kind of natural. So in my interactions with the Moroccan woman I'm talking to now, she definitely understands that. And but you do need to be careful though, because it is a Muslim country, right? So some of the women might have requirements for their man to be a practicing Muslim and things like that. If you were taking it further and looking to kind of marry and stuff like that, but a lot of them will accept you as far as the earlier phases, infancy phases of getting to know her, um, without too much kind of requirements. But just moving forward, like as you're building a relationship, be aware that there is that kind of religious kind of undertone that would have to be vetted eventually.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Donovan Jr. for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Donovan Jr. Much love to you, brother. Appreciate you. From the pictures I've seen, Moroccan women look European. Nice. He's got a smiley face as well.
Yeah, man. I feel like that's a all right assessment, but I think they're European supercharged though, because they've got that mixture in them. They look a bit, they've got that exoticness in them, man, that the Europeans don't have.
Yes. Shout out to the Moors for doing their jobs. Thank you for that, Donovan Jr. Appreciate you, bro. So next question for you, Dre, is so if I was to take a Moroccan woman to the UK or the US, will she keep to her Moroccan culture, or will she change the ways of the toxic Western culture and adopt feminism, adopt the Cardi B's and Megan Thee Stallion mannerisms and all that
Oh
nonsense?
my gosh. This is a tricky one, man. I've had to think about it. I think, oh man, it's tricky. It's tricky. I think I prefer. I think that there's a risk that if you did bring your Moroccan woman to the UK, that she could fall into the domestic culture in the UK or the US, and maybe start conducting herself differently from how she did back home. So I think that risk is prevalent. Um, I think. I think what would feed into it is like resources. So, for example, if your woman had to, come to the UK or the US and start working, she's naturally going to have to, mix with a lot of, US and UK people, and that might influence how she starts to behave and things like that. Versus if she was, a stay-at-home mom But yeah, it's a tricky one. Like you're gonna have to manage the situation if you did want to take that risk and bring her back to your home country. You're gonna have to really, and then I say they're very beautiful women as well. Guys out here are vultures. The second they
Mm,
see, that Coca-Cola shape, walking down the street, she's gonna have a lot of suitors. So you got to find a way to manage that, um, to ensure that she stays loyal and you know all of the above.
yes, indeed.
Mhm.
Awesome. Next question for you, brother, is are they conservative or liberal, Moroccan women? Obviously, I want a conservative woman that is
Mm-mm.
conservative in her nature. Are they conservative, Moroccan women, or are they liberal, in your opinion?
Um, I think they're on the spectrum. They're more on the conservative side, but what's good is, um, even though I say there is that Islamic kind of undertone of their culture, there is a bit of liberalism within that. They're not as stringent as say a woman you find in Saudi Arabia, for example, which is nice.
Mm.
So overall, yeah, they're on the conservative side, which is good, but it's not so conservative that it's like, you know, I can't even look at that person because they're not of my culture type thing. They're open in a sense. You know.
Yes, awesome, awesome, bro. So my next question now is about religion. I think
Mm-hmm,
that's very important.
hmm
Let's say, so I know they're Muslim there predominantly in Morocco. Yes, you might find a few Christians there, but it's
hmm
predominantly a Muslim country. So you're going to come across Muslim women in
That's a
general
fact.
most. So if you're a Christian man or whatever religion you practice as a man, but you're not
hmm
Muslim, would that be a problem if you want to wife her up or make her a long-term girlfriend?
I think so. I think so. So, to be honest, they'll date you and stuff like that and all that good stuff. But I think there is a requirement that if a woman's given away to a guy, the guy needs to be Muslim. So that would be eventually, I think, a point of contention. However, I don't want to go back to resources and money, but money does speak. I feel like if you pull up to a parent's house, giving them a brand new Mercedes, they might just be like, "Hey, you can keep her." So I just feel like depending on what you've got in your repertoire and how you're coming, that could influence how far you can take it with a woman. You know, if you're of a good pedigree and you can kind of prove that you'll take care of their daughter. Um, I think certain things could be overlooked, so that I think there is room for negotiation. However, I guess the staple and the template is, yeah, they want a Muslim guy, but here's the reality: I'm not Muslim, and the Moroccan girl I'm dealing with at the moment, you know she's on me kind of thing. So um, and even with, I say, the rules, she doesn't seem to care.
And she's Muslim.
She's Muslim, yeah. But
Interesting.
that being said, she was talking to me about she drinks and all this stuff. So you know,
And we are going to touch upon the girl I was speaking to. Let me run through these questions real quick, bro. Um, awesome. This is going great so far. Are Moroccan women poisoned by social media? Obviously, we see in the West and the UK predominantly, Dre, social
Mhm.
media has utterly destroying the minds of UK women. Snapchat, Instagram. I go to the clubs now. Women there are not even dancing; they're just taking selfies and videos. I'm like, what the hell's going on over here? They got army of simps DMing them, saying they want to buy their bath water or buy their farts, all that retarded nonsense. Um, Dre, is that a problem out there with the women out there in Morocco?
um, no, that's such a good question and a good point. Honestly, I really I didn't get that vibe. I honestly didn't. Um, it just felt like a bit more human. Human interaction was a bit more valued out there. I really didn't pick up that vibe. It could be the case because I didn't get into the culture that much, but it was something refreshing about my interactions. It was like you talk to someone, there's good eye contact, and they're present in the moment type thing. And I got a lot of that. I got a lot of that level of respect that's kind of absent in the UK and the US because of how social media has kind of diverted people's attention. So I really didn't feel that people was that aggressively on social media like that when I was there.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that, bro. Brothers, can we get the lights up? What's going on, brothers? We got over 80 people watching, but less than 65 likes. We gotta get the likes up, or the singing will start. The singing will definitely start. And I've got a song that I'm gonna sing, and with my awful voice, it might start shattering your windows over there in America or the UK. Okay, so please, please hit the like button. Okay, show love to the channel and support. Okay, thank you. Next question for you, Dre, is are Moroccan women submissive? Okay. I
Mhm.
wanna I want a submissive chick that will rub my back, rub my toes, uh say maybe some parts of the week bathe me, you know, uh, you know, uh moisture mo moisturize me,
Mm.
moisturize my legs, my face, you know, cook for me, just be a submissive chick towards me. Let me lead and be the household leader of the household. Can I get
Mm.
that from a Moroccan woman, brother?
Honestly, in my estimation and my experience, I honestly think you can. You can definitely experience that with the Moroccan woman. When I was out there, I went to a spa, and I got a flavor of how Moroccan women conduct themselves, like um, the woman that was kind of administering my massage, and I had like one of these. It's called a hammam, a Moroccan bath. I had one of those. Just the way she conducted herself, and it was just very like, I'm here to be of service. And what a lot of women in the West don't realize is when you stand in your femininity and you're willing to be of service to a man, the the effect of that is us being motivated to pretty much do anything for you, because you've satisfied us, and you've made us feel like the kings that we rightfully are, right? So absolutely, man, I picked up that vibe from Moroccan women, that really there to be of service, and to make sure that you're in tip top shape to go and battle the lions, tigers, and bears in the world and be a winner.
Wonderful, wonderful. I know a lot of brothers might feel like that's weird, but what man wouldn't want his chick, rubbing him down, moisturizing the legs, the abs, bathing you like a baby. I mean, that's the dream right there, man. I want that submissiveness, I'm like, baby, come over here and moisturize me. She's like, yeah, babe. What man doesn't want that? You know, I want that. So I know that might sound weird, but I want full and utter complete submissiveness for my future wife or future long-term girlfriend. If I don't get that, I'm gonna look somewhere else. Okay.
Yeah.
Next question for you, brother, is did you go out there to any clubs and bars in Morocco, and how was that in terms of the scene in general, and and the women that you find in clubs and bars? Are the women worth dating, or are they pros mostly?
Yeah, I went to a few bars. I went to a few shisha bars. I think Americans call it hookah bars. I went to a few clubs. As I say, I didn't go there during peak tourist time, so they weren't exactly buzzing. However, you know, I I did. It was just a good vibe, like good ambience. Um, there was a few people there, and possible, you can sit down and you interact with people. Um, and it's just regular people, like not pros or anything, just just regular people you can have an interaction with. And I did go to a few spots. I actually met a local at a shisha bar, got her number, spoke to her for a bit. So it's possible.
Awesome. And in general, the nightlife, is it good out there in Morocco? The
Yeah, I
nightlife?
think, yeah, nightlife is good. Nightlife is definitely good. You can ask around. um Nightlife is good. You've got a lot of US, UK music. So I think we've got a lot of international DJs that play that kind of music and stuff. So yeah, nightlife is good. And good spots to go to.
Yeah, and a lot of Afro beats as well, if I remember.
Yeah,
Yeah,
lots of Afrobeats. Yeah.
awesome. Next question for you, brother, is online dating. Did you use Hinge, Tinder out there? And if so, what was your success rate with online dating? If so, what
Um,
apps did you use or in general?
oh, okay. So yeah, it's coming back to me. So I remember when I listened to your video, you said that Tinder was quite it was a good app to use out there. So I think that was my intention to download it and use it, but I didn't actually really get down to really using it because, I kind of connected with a few women just face to face type thing, so I didn't really have time to utilize the app out there, if I'm honest with you.
Okay, fair enough, brother. Thank you very much. What about the STD, STI rates amongst Moroccan women? Is that a concern at all amongst Moroccan women? Did you research that at all? Did you ask around? Break it
Um,
down for us, bro.
yeah, if I'm honest, so I didn't actually do my due diligence in that arena as far as STIs, STDs. Um, However, I think a good rule of thumb for just all the brothers that are on here is, strap up, you know, protect yourself, and you might have to do your due diligence in retrospectively if you do manage to, court a woman that you like. So, yeah, I didn't do my research, but I do know that just from general knowledge that normally when you head over to the kind of African continent, they say that the rates of STDs and HIV, that kind of stuff, are higher in general. So yeah, you just want to be aware of that and make sure you protect yourself.
Awesome. Thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is are Moroccan women materialistic? Do they want the Gucci bag, the red bottom shoes, the Armani, the Amiri nonsense that these Western women will
No,
kill
no,
their parents for?
not at all, man. Not at all. I didn't get that vibe at all. In fact, I didn't see any of that stuff. And like they're not materialistic at all. Not in that way, as far as like designer brands and all these European fashion houses and stuff. They're not materialistic in that way. I think they like a man for his resources that can kind of just make things happen and take care of them, but not, oh, let's put on this Gucci suit and take a picture for the gram type stuff.
Awesome, awesome. So, when you were out there in Morocco, did you cold approach women in Morocco, bro?
Yes, sir. That's
Okay,
where I earn my keep as far as you know. That's where I'm most successful with women.
okay.
Mm.
So was that successful for you out there in Morocco, cold approaching?
Yeah,
If so, um, how did you cold approach there, and what was your success rate? So, what was your opening line? How did you get the number? How did you escalate things? Break down your cold approach game and why it was
abso-
successful.
absolutely. Generally speaking, as I mentioned earlier in the interview, that women are quite people are just quite friendly out there. So that was my whole approach. If I saw something I liked, I'd go up to them and speak to them. Um, so my success rate, I say I wasn't there for that long, but as far as the women I approached, pretty much everyone reciprocated apart from one. One girl was just like she had a boyfriend, and that was actually a shock when she told me that because most girls were pretty much having it. But yeah, I remember I spoke to this one girl that she actually kind of flagged me down and started talking to me and asking me, "Oh, where you from?" and stuff. Got her number. Um, the girl that I'm actually talking to now, I was walking past the store, and I saw her, and she was trying to wave me to come into the store to come and purchase whatever they were selling. And I just used that as an excuse to talk to her pretty much. And I made a comment about a piece of jewelry she was wearing. And I was like, "Oh, did your husband got that one for you, right? He's got good taste." And she was like, "No, not my husband." I said, "Oh, your boyfriend then?" She was like, "No, I don't have a boyfriend." I said, "Oh, you're single?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "Like in that case, we should connect with each other." And that's how I kind of got her information. And she was actually at work at the time, so I'm thinking, based off kind of labor bylaws in the UK, I know that you got to be careful with giving out your number when you're at work. So I was like, "Oh, I don't want to get you in trouble or anything." She was like, "No, it's fine. Just openly, got a phone out. We exchanging information." So that's how I got the girl's number who I'm currently talking to, and I got other numbers as well. Just when I was moving around, um, in general. I remember I went to, I went to the market, and I met a guy that was like, "Oh, there's a party going on somewhere this evening," and um, he took me to this like kind of mini party, and there was girls there, type thing. But I wasn't there for that long, so I couldn't really follow the leads up in that way.
Oh, okay. I've got two follow-up questions for you, brother.
Yeah,
The first one is you said that it was a shock when the girl told you she had a boyfriend. Are you saying that
yeah.
women in Morocco don't really have boyfriends? They're single. in general.
That's how it felt. Like, I'm all about analysis of the eyes. So women, they're choosing signals. They can't be open to step to you. So normally they just look at you, right? So you're walking in the street, you normally have people looking at you and whatnot. And there was this particular girl that it's actually the day I was leaving. I remember I was like buying like little souvenirs to take back with me to the UK, and she was helping me pick out like a bracelet, and she was drop dead gorgeous. I was like, wow, she's like really nice, and I just pretty much asked her, I think if she was single, and she's like, no, sorry, I have a boyfriend, and and I was shocked, and her some of her work colleagues were like, oh, you like her? I said, yeah, and she's like, I have a boyfriend. She was proper shy and a bit coy, so I left it alone. But yeah, that was a shock, pretty much.
So, brother, you're telling me that it's that easy to approach cold woman is to cold approach a woman in Morocco. So, if you find a woman very good looking, you can
Mhm.
approach her and tell her, "Hey, I think you're good looking," and there won't be any sort of, "Oh, you're a creep, keep away from me." She'll be receptive. This is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, and it's not going to be the whole, because there's even a way to tell a guy that, hey, I've got a boyfriend, right? And I say in the West, man, US, UK girls, and I've been in situations where it's like the way they kind of tell you that is done in a almost aggressive kind of unfriendly way, disrespectful way. Whereas there, it's like they're in their femininity. Oh, sorry, no, I've got a boyfriend, and it was just cute. That in itself was like, oh wow, I respect it. You just keep moving.
So, brother, can you? So, I may have asked this before. So, when you see a beautiful Moroccan woman or a beautiful woman in general, and you want
Mhm.
to approach her, do you simply go up? What's your game? Do you approach and say, "Hello, I think you're good looking. Are you single?" How do you do it, bro, to make sure you don't come across as thirsty or some sort of creep when you say good looking woman you want to approach?
Absolutely. So my kind of approach and outlook when I see an attractive woman is just to initially just be friendly. So I like to do what I call check their temperature. So just some analysis of their body language, their eyes, just from making a real passive comment. Nothing that even insinuates that you want to get their number. You can immediately ascertain the likelihood of it being successful. So I just always look to be friendly. Like I'll be like, "Hey, afternoon, how are you?" And sometimes just based on how they respond to that, if you can go in for the kill type thing, or I'll be like, oh, that's a nice so and so you got. Just make a passive comment, and if there's an element of reciprocity, you can kind of go in for the kill and uh, you know build a bit of a rapport and get what you want. So that's how I kind of generally approach it. It's always something kind of neutral, and once I've checked the temperature, you know go in for the kill. Yeah.
Do you mention that she's good looking, that if you think she's cute at all during your cold approach initiation?
It depends. It depends. So some women, like if a woman's like drop dead gorgeous, then that's not going to be the first thing I mention. Because she probably got that a lot. So it might be just a different approach. But yeah, depending on the situation, yeah, I might just say that you look good, kind of thing. Or I just might make a passive comment about something else. But it's really relative to the scenario. But yeah, I'm not. There's been times when I've definitely used that approach before, where I've just commented on their beauty.
Awesome. Thank you, brother.
Mhm.
Brothers, you're getting information that you won't get anywhere else. So please hit the like button. Please support the channel. Hit the cash apps. Hit the super chats. Make sure you join the Patreon as well because um, this is that a troll? John Thomas, can you keep a watch for the person called Cold Fusion? Okay. Just make sure that person is not a troll. If it is a troll, time out that person because I've not seen that name before. And it's coming up here saying some stuff that there's no need to say. So, John Thomas, my mod, look out for that Cold Fusion poster, please. As I was saying, please support the channel, Cash App, Super Chats, join the Patreon, and like the video too, because you're getting some valuable information that even the CIA, Joe Biden, the government doesn't even know about. Okay, so please. So Dre, interesting. You mentioned that you went to a party. Um,
Mhm.
so obviously you're in a foreign country, right?
Yeah.
And you meet a random person that says, "Okay, Did they approach you? Did you approach them? What happened? How did you meet that person?
Yeah, so I was in like I went to one of the traditional markets out there just to do a bit of sightseeing, and it was actually a brother that approached me. He was like an African brother from the continent. I can't remember which country. I think he was like from one of the West African country, maybe Senegal or something like that. And he was just being friendly, So I naturally had my guard up because I just didn't know the guy, but we connected. We exchanged numbers. He told me about a few decent restaurants that he could show me, he could tell me about whilst I'm here and stuff like that. And I told him, hey, look, whilst I'm here, I'll hit you up and we see where we can take things. And then yeah, I spoke to him on WhatsApp and he suggested like a good restaurant. And the restaurant was good, and based off of that, I was like, okay, he seems like a pretty solid guy. And then he invited me to like this like a like an event type thing, like a party type thing, which I stopped off at, which was decent.
Okay, wow, I'd be a bit obviously cautious, but was it like a house party or was it like in a bar
Oh
or
no, no,
club?
it wasn't a house party. It was like in like a bar. Yeah.
Okay, okay, wonderful. Did you meet any women there that you could approach, got the numbers of at all?
Um. There were a few women in there. And I spoke to one in particular and got her number, but it kind of fizzled out. I didn't really develop the situation.
Okay, thank you, Dre. So, Dre, next question now is how should men dress out there in Morocco? Obviously, in the West, we see a bunch of dudes wearing FUBU jeans, unit sneakers, sagging their pants, wearing a red bandana, Echo coats, 4XL white tees, oversized baggy jeans. Do we go out there dressing like that, brother, or what do we wear to attract high value women in Morocco, brother?
Yeah, no, like yeah. So I'll just say the fellas that if you're going out there, just summer wear. Usually the weather's quite nice, so have a nice, maybe nice shirt on, t-shirts, those silk summer shirts people wear. So just summer vibes. You got your shades on, um, that type of just summer outfits type thing. None of that. Probably wouldn't even need to wear jeans out there, just shorts and stuff like that. So yeah, just kind of summer vibes type stuff.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you, bro. Next question for you, brother, is let me see. What's the ratio of women to men out there in Morocco? Is it more women than men, more men than women, or is it 50-50?
Yeah, I think in Marrakesh, from like my perception of things, it felt like there were more women, especially in Marrakesh. It just felt like there were definitely more women. I haven't actually checked the actual statistics on that, but it felt like there were more women when I was out there than men.
Wonderful, wonderful. Um, Out there, did you experience any racism? Any N-word use said to you or said out there by Moroccan people or Moroccan person?
No, no, no racism at all. I didn't experience that.
Fantastic. Are there any dangers to be aware of in Marrakesh, Morocco, or Morocco in general that brothers should know?
Yeah, yeah, I think so. I think there are a lot of kind of money thirsty people. Um, that are just a lot of hustlers out there. So you're going to want to make sure that when you step out, you put your money in a secure place so that you can't get robbed. People try all kinds of tricks to get money from you. I remember I was walking, I was walking in the street, and I was walking past uh, like this Moroccan guy who had like traditional Moroccan clothing on, and it was a really cool outfit. And he walked up to me. He was like, "Hey!" And I remember because I was doing a Snapchat at the time, and he walked up to me, and I put my camera in his face, and he was like, you know what? Come." He's like, "Come take a selfie with me." And I was like, "Okay, this guy's being friendly." So I stood next to him as I was taking the selfie. Him and like four of his other mates jumped in the selfie, and I realized, oh shit, they're gonna want money after this. So I was like, no, stop. I said, chill, go away. Then let's not do this. But yeah, people try all kind of schemes and things to get. They'll basically create work for themselves and jobs for themselves just to get some money from you. So be aware of that type thing.
Okay. Thank you, bro. Also, bro, mind is swearing as well, bro. So next question, brother, is okay. Thank you, bro. Um, obviously no woman is perfect, right? What do you think are the bad things about Moroccan women? Bad features, bad attributes that brothers should be aware of, bro?
Um, bad attributes. I think the only thing I felt like I didn't really like, I just don't like um the casual kind of prostitution culture, and it's kind of hard to discern sometimes
Mm,
um who you're dealing with, type thing. You know, you could have an interaction thinking that, oh, it's a real authentic type situation, but there could be ulterior motives as far as the prostitution thing. So I think that's the main kind of thing that you need to be aware of. And you addressed that in your video IP. So I was aware of that going in. So I think that's the main thing to be aware of as well. And also, um, it's not the most it's not the richest nation on earth, right? So as we one of the earlier questions were, a Moroccan woman, are they getting money? And they're not. So um, normally you've got to be a dude that has his affairs in order, if you will, if you did want to meet a girl out there and escalate the situation. So I guess that there's not necessarily a downside. There's just something to be aware of.
awesome, awesome. Thank you, bro. Cold Fusion, do you mind calling in later on? Because you can't just come on the channel saying that women are a bit afraid of men naturally. I don't know what you're talking about there. So call in to explain that because this channel is speaking about men getting away from women like you. So you're probably an American woman who's raised by the West. Us men want to keep away from women like you. You're not
Mm,
feminine. You don't look after men. You're too
mm-hmm.
masculine. We don't want to be around women like you. So you better call in to speak on um, uh, that comment you made. If not, I'm going to block you permanently from the channel. Okay, don't come up here on my platform spewing that kind of nonsense here. Okay, we're trying to run away from you, woman. So don't come up here saying that women are a bit afraid of men naturally. No. Okay, if you're a woman that's respectful, you have no reason to fear for anything. Okay, I'm about sick and tired of you trolls coming up here spewing out nonsense. So I'm giving you a remit for you to call in when I open up the phone lines. If you don't call in, consider yourself blocked. Goodbye. Okay. Next question for you, brother, is should brothers travel alone or in a group to Morocco?
Um, yeah, I personally, I wouldn't travel in a group. Personally, I think if you're going to travel with other parties, maybe maximum two other guys, max. So three in total. But I say keep it small, keep it intimate, um, so you can really get the best out of your experience. You know, you don't want to dilute down your experience because there's so many of you and having to kind of navigate a big group. So I would either go maximum three people or just go alone. You know, it's pretty safe. Um, it's pretty safe out there. You know, you do your homework before you go. Make sure you stay somewhere, you know, somewhere known and it's got good reviews. So yeah, I wouldn't go in a big group, but don't hesitate to go alone as well.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you for that. So you notice how I called her out on the BS Cold Fusion. She starts backtracking. You see how these women act like in the West, just complete confusion and utter nonsense. And that's why we're leaving these women to their own vices. Good luck to them. Next question for you, brother, is I've got two more questions. Let's see. Is Morocco safe for black men in general, bro?
Um, yeah, it's super safe. I find that my experience, um, where race is quite a big thing, in our side of the world. There's this highly politicized word, black, in the UK and the US. Out there, you're just kind of seen as a tourist. I say I've got quite a big build, right? So I remember one time when I was walking through the market, one guy was like, he thought I was American. He was calling me Mike Tyson and stuff like that. And people just it's really not that kind of, oh, he's walking in the store and intimidating black guy. It really isn't that. It's just, oh, the tourist. They just look at you as um just a tourist, someone enjoying their city, versus that whole paradigm of like the black guy type thing, which is nice. It's a real break from our reality in the UK and the US, in my opinion.
Awesome. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Carl Joachim for the $999 super chat. Thank you, Carl. Appreciate you, bro. Love the channel IP. You are doing the Lord's work for us brothers worldwide. Shouting out from the USA. Much love to you, Carl. Appreciate the kind words, brother. I do it for you, brothers worldwide. We're all going through the same BS in the West, but there are better options abroad. And we're going to make it, brothers. We're going to make it, okay? I appreciate you, Carl. Thank you, bro. So, brothers, support the channel if the channel is doing great things for you. You can see on the screen, join the Patreon Diamond tier to get access to the Facebook group, to get access to the Manosphere Conference tickets, which is happening in June 9th to 11th in Philadelphia, America. So, bro, I want to speak about now the current Moroccan chick you're dealing with. So,
Mm-hmm.
Dre, do you mind breaking down how you met her, how she's treating you? Is she what you want in a woman? Are you happy
Mm-hmm.
with her at the moment? And compare her to Western women and how she's different from that. Break it down for us, Mr. Dre.
Yeah, sure. So, I mentioned earlier that, I approached, there was this one woman I approached and I made a comment on a piece of jewelry. And through that, I managed to get her number. So she's pretty much the girl I'm still talking to now. We kind of, been talking for a while now and, we've kind of built up this good rapport. And, yeah, it's just going well, and I find that if a woman conducts herself a certain way, um, it really motivates the man to want to go the extra mile for her. So yeah, it's just a good situation. Um, I find that she's quite feminine and very respectful. Um, she's good to look at as well. Um, you know, and I remember like when we went, I actually made a proposition to her, right? So when we were talking one time, speaking on the phone, I said to her that, look, I want us to go on a trip together. Like let's go to like Barcelona or somewhere like that. Just fly you out. And she put not put me in my place, but she put the brakes on it. She said, look, I love the fact that you made that proposition, but you know my parents aren't going to have that. And I was like, your parents, you're a grown woman type situation. And she was like, she can't, she's not allowed to like just leave the country with just with a man like that. She's going to do that with a husband type thing. And at first it was like, I was a bit thrown off, like, what are you talking about? But when I really sat down and digested it, I really loved that. It kind of felt like, you find a woman in her late 20s in the UK or US, she's done everything under the sun. She's probably
Yep.
been, dealt with, 20 plus guys. She's got tats. She's done this. She's experienced life to the fullest. She smokes. She does alcohol. And when you're dealing with a woman in her mid to late 20s and she's kind of still maintained a level of purity, it's refreshing. And I really like the fact that she said no to that. And I still feel like there's room to convince her otherwise. But I did like the fact that she wasn't like, trigger happy and, oh yeah, let's do that. And you make a proposition like that to any other woman, they're going to be up for that. So I did like the aspect of it. But yeah, just overall was just kind of like a good. It's gone well so far.
Awesome. And yeah, that's very good because obviously, some chicks are getting flown out by Arab dudes to get SHIT'd on, all that nonsense. It's
Mhm.
disgusting. That means she's a well kept woman.
Mm,
She's not letting no guy fly around to do some sort of crazy stuff on
exactly.
her. So yeah, that's good,
Exactly.
man. That's very good. How old is she?
She's 26.
That's good. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're older than her, which is good. I
Yeah.
always recommend brothers should be older than their girlfriends or women they're dealing with. Please don't deal with women that are older than you. That's not allowed on my channel. So if you're a 30-year-old brother and you're dealing with a 35-year-old chick, nah, forbidden. She's always got to be younger than you. Okay, so please always go for young woman. So that's great, Dre. Fantastic. So what's next with her? You gonna wife her up?
Well,
Give her a ring?
it's going well. I've got just a mini roster. It's because I'm dating at the moment, so it's just nice to just do like comparison of A lot of the kind of behaviors and the proclivities of, the international women I'm talking to versus some of the domestic ones. So it's, she's definitely forcing my hand as far as me making a decision um, towards, in favor of her. So I'm still in a deliberation process, but we'll see how things transpire over the summer.
This is awesome, brothers. This is the gospel right here, brothers. This is the gospel right here. Mr. Dre he has stopped dealing with horrible UK women. He's found him a feminine, submissive Moroccan woman. You see how easy
So
it was. You see how smooth it's going. She ain't asking him to buy her a Gucci bag or red bottom shoes. She ain't asking him for crazy amounts of money. She's just being a woman supporting Dre and being cooperative. See how easy that is, brothers? So why are you still in America dealing with American chicks? Why are you still in the UK dealing with these horrible UK women? You got to get your passport, brothers. You have to get your passports. Ain't that right, Trey? You know?
1,000%, you guys get your passports. Whatever you're experiencing domestically, you have to have the foresight to realize that don't be constrained by your current environment. All it takes is that one plane flight
Mm,
to, a foreign land and, you know, a different interaction. It gives you a completely different outlook on life.
absolutely. You know, hearing this makes me motivated to find out my Japanese Moroccan queen that's waiting for me out there in Japan or Morocco. You know, so thank you, Dre. Now,
100%.
awesome interview, awesome. So before I open up the phone lines, brothers, I got a few announcements to make. But when I do open up the phone lines, can everyone please respect Dre? Any sort of disrespect towards him will result in you being kicked out of the on the panel and disciplinary measures against you. So please be respectful. We're all men up here, we're all mature men. So if you disagree with his opinion, that's okay. But any rudeness, any sort of threats, that's not allowed on my channel towards any of my guests. Okay. Shout out to Mr. J Rod for the $999 super chat. Thank you, bro. Best of success to you, Jay. Thanks for this interview, IP. What up, brothers? What up to you too, J Rod? Appreciate you, bro. Hopefully, I'll see you. We'll see you in the Manosphere conference in Philadelphia next month.
Yeah, thanks, Jay
Fantastic.
Rod.
Thank you, bro. So Okay, so brothers, the first announcement is as you saw my live stream yesterday, VOWAF has graciously and incredibly funded the Manosphere meetup happening, Manosphere and Passport Conference happening next month in Philadelphia from the 9th of June to the 11th of June. To be able to go to that conference, you got to be in my Facebook group. So people already in my Facebook group, you're in already. Make sure you sign up to Theo's details and tickets that he posted late earlier on today on the Facebook group. You find it under the featured tab in my Facebook group. To get into my Facebook group, I strongly suggest you brothers join my Patreon Diamond tier, and I can fast track you into my Facebook group. If you skip my Patreon, it will be a long process because I need to make sure you're not a troll. Okay, if you're a serious-minded black man that wants to change his life, get into IT to help you fund your trips all around the world. I strongly recommend you go to the Philadelphia conference in America. Okay, so here's a link to my Patreon in the live stream chat. Okay, don't miss out on this. It's the last conference of the year. There won't be another one until next year in the summer. Okay, so Theo is putting in work for you brothers. Okay, so make sure you take advantage of it. So here's a link to the Patreon for you brothers to join. Make sure you join the Patreon dining tier. Awesome. So here is a link to my Instagram. So follow me on Instagram. Send me a DM on Instagram regarding any questions you have. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. I'm also on Twitter. I strongly advise you, brothers, if you have Twitter, follow me on Twitter. Send me a DM on Twitter. Make sure you retweet my tweets. Want to make sure we get the movement and the information to like-minded black men all around the world. Okay. The Cash App is open 24/7. So please donate to the channel whenever you can on the Cash App. That'd be greatly appreciated. So let me open up the phone lines. Again, please respect our guest, Dre, and ask any questions regarding Moroccan women. Let's keep the live stream on topic, okay? Fantastic. Let's get it, brothers. So invite, copy clipboard, call in right now, brothers. Call in. Call in. If you're a troll, you'll be permanently blocked, so don't even try it. Replace pin message. Right, let me get some water, brothers. Okay. Like the legend of the phoenix, what keeps the planet spinning? The voices are within us. Oh yeah, we come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar. Let us turn on us go. She's up all night to get some. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night to get some. I'm up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. We're up all night to get lucky. All right. Let's get it. All right, brothers, I'm back. Awesome. So, brothers, call in, brothers. Call in. So, I have pinned the live stream link. And can we get the likes up, brothers? Okay, let's get the likes up. This is fantastic. A classic stream already. Make sure you hit the super chats, hit the Patreon. If you can't call in, you must cash app and super chat your questions, okay? All right, so call in. Dre, don't answer any questions until they call in or they cash app or super chat their questions, okay, bro?
I noted. Cool.
Awesome. So let's get it. Come on, brothers, call in or I'm gonna start singing. Shout out to Mr. Jeremy Says for the $20 super chat. Thank you, Jeremy Says, again for the support 3 times and for this stream, brother. Appreciate your lot, Jeremy Says. Hall of Fame poster right here. Okay, appreciate you, brother. Top contributor, one of the top contributors on the channel. Much love to you, Jeremy Says. Much love, brother. Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. Awesome. Okay, come on, brothers. Call in. It keeps on giving. What is this I'm feeling? If you wanna leave, I'm with it. We come too far to give up who we are. So let's raise the bar. Come on, brothers, call in. You know, it's Friday night, Saturday night. Call in. I'm sure Moroccan women are attracted for you, brothers. I'm sure you have questions. Don't be shy. Call in, brothers. Okay. All right. Call in. I'm sure the link is pinned. Yeah, the link is pinned in the live stream chat. All right, we'll just wait for callers to call in, Joy. So, Dre, where to next? What country are you looking to travel to next, bro?
Yeah, so I listened to your Berlin video, because of where we're based, smack bang in Europe, we got access to a number of European countries. So, I want to check out Berlin next. A little one of those, short weekends out there. So yeah, I want to do that next month.
Awesome. And we'll get to feedback to headquarters regarding how it was out there.
Definitely.
Okay. UK can't be worse than California. I've never heard that before. I mean, Dre's been to America before. and we'll probably speak on that in a different stream. But he
Hmm.
got love out there as a UK brother
No,
in
that's a
America.
fact. That's a fact. Yeah, I did.
And you brothers, we got love out here in the UK, you American brothers.
No, that's definitely true.
All right, brothers, call in. We'll give it 10 minutes. If no one calls in within 10 minutes, I'll end the stream early. There's no point in me taking our guests' time if y'all ain't gonna call in. You know, I'm all about quality over quantity. I won't force anything.
I guess it was a very informative conversation.
Very informative.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant for the £2.37 cash app. Appreciate you, Conrad Grant. Hi, IP. Happy Friday. Blessings and love, fam. Blessings to you too, and love to you too, Conrad Grant. Appreciate you, bro. Patreon member, always supports and contributes. Hall of Fame member too. Appreciate you, Conrad Grant. Thank you, bro. We've got over 80 people watching. Surely one of you wants to call in to ask questions, unless you're fixing up your equipment or you're watching the NBA game or something. I know it's a playoffs happening in America. Okay. What was I gonna say? Okay.
But IP, you know, when you went to Marrakesh, did you have like a similar experience? Then, as far as
I would
as
say
far
it
as
was
like,
similar.
mhm,
I would say it was similar.
okay,
I did like it a lot. It was very cheap, extremely cheap in
mhm,
Marrakesh.
yeah,
The,
very
the
economical.
the pounds went far. It's a
Mm,
good spot, especially for remote working, because the time zone is similar to the UK. You
mm,
know, so if
just
you're
an
working
hour.
for UK, yeah, it's an hour ahead or behind, I believe.
Mhm,
So if you're working for a UK company or European company, you can actually live in Marrakesh while making pounds, and
mm,
obviously dealing with Moroccan women who are a lot more better than UK women. I think it's a good spot for remote working. I liked it a lot, but I
mm,
want to try maybe Casablanca or countryside place in Morocco to see how the women are there as well in
mm,
Morocco. But
mm,
yeah, it's similar to experience.
okay.
And actually, there was I don't know if I mentioned in my video, but I went to a store in Marrakesh. I was getting heavy shooting signals from this Moroccan chick that was working there. I think she was like half black, half Moroccan. Man, I should have
Okay.
approached, but I wasn't feeling too good. I don't know. I don't know what happened back then. I think I was with a different girl that time,
Okay.
and I didn't want to just do that because it's a bit disrespectful.
I hear you.
So, I do respect the woman that I'm with. I'm not some Pookie and Ray Ray or Tyrone that just does what he wants to. I respect
Yeah.
women that are feminine and submissive. And so shout out to Kenny Peoples for the $2 super sticker. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you, Kenny Peoples, for the support. Much love to you, brother. If you have any questions, please cash app and super chat your questions. We won't answer it until you cash app or you super chat it or you call in. So call in if you have any questions for our guest, Dre. Okay? Call in. Tears go down, I'm wondering why. Could I look better long? But there's something my window. I can't see it all. All right, call in, brothers. All right, Dre's dropped off for a bit. Okay. Brothers, 10 more minutes. I'm going to end the stream if no one calls in. Okay, and make sure you, you, make sure you brothers go to that conference. If you're on a Facebook group already, book that trip to Philadelphia. Take off time work to make that trip to Philadelphia. The conference will change your life. You want to be amongst like-minded, high-value men, okay, that think like you, that are on this passport movement too. So please do that. J Rod, can you turn your camera on in the background so I know you're not a troll and you actually are a brother? Yes, fantastic. You are a brother. You ain't some pimple faced white dude that wants to hate on brothers. All right, thank you, J Rod. Do you want to turn your camera off or yeah, turn it off, bro? Let me bring in Mr. J Rod. What's up, Jay?
Hey, what's up, brothers? God bless y'all. How y'all doing?
Yeah, all good,
I'm
man.
good,
Bless
brother.
you as well, man.
Yeah, man. I bless you as well, bro.
IP legendary interview, Drake. Thanks for the intel. God bless you, brothers. Um, can y'all hear me good?
Yes, it's
Yeah,
perfect.
loud and clear.
All right, bet. So, what's going on here in the US is crazy, man. It's feminism. Like I said, I mentioned yesterday on the stream in a chatty chat that UX, I work in the UX field and feminism is just taking over. Now, Drake, one thing I see with a lot of feminism is that when you walk up, because I lived in Atlanta and now I'm moved back to New York. I'll just be transparent with you, brothers. I'm separated from my wife. I'm in the middle of a divorce, so I'm I'm focused on building up my tech stack so that after the divorce is final, I can have a good state of mind and go forward and do this thing the right way the next time.
Mm.
When you were in Morocco, did you see a lot of families? Like when you were in the mall or in the place, did you see a lot of like fathers there and stuff? Because when I'm in Atlanta, it's like even here in New York City, it's mostly you don't see a lot of family structures. Men are pushed out of the home, and I know that's a purposeful way of getting men to of feminism really of taking over a lot of households. So, what was the family structure like out there? I'm sorry to be so
Oh
wordy. You know what I'm
man,
saying?
that's a good question. You know what? It really, honestly, it's not something that I think I paid attention to. However, I remember that same taxi driver when I was talking to him, making jokes about how I want a Moroccan wife. Um, I basically asked him, I was like, okay, so what do I need to do to get one? And he was like, well, if you want a Moroccan wife and a family, you know, Moroccan women like money, and you got to be able to take care of them. And I was like, so what about you? Are you married and do you have a family? And he was like, yes, he's been with his wife for X amount of time and he's got his kids and all this stuff. So I think, it is quite prevalent as far as like the family unit and the family structure. I don't think it's a culture of, uh, you know, just people just having kids and there being no structure. Like the girl I'm talking to, I know her parents are still together, and she's got nephews and she's got a strong family unit and stuff like that. So I think it's definitely part of the backbone of their culture.
All right, man, that's very interesting. That's awesome.
Yeah. So you're saying that was it in Atlanta that you found that there wasn't much kind of structure in that family structure? Is that something that was quite prevalent then, you said?
Yeah, I don't want to generalize Atlanta because I
Hmm.
think it was Theo that said the other day that, and it's true. In my humble opinion, I agree with him that
Hmm.
Atlanta, man, it's a tech hub for especially for people of color. But
Hmm.
I mean like Africans, Caribbeans, Afro
All right.
Americans, But I notice a pattern, and I will tell you too. IP, I
Hmm.
think you mentioned this too.
Yeah.
We have to also, and I don't want to down my wife because we're still married and stuff, and I want to do this thing the right way the next time because it's irreconcilable differences. We also have to be careful of women that hide behind Christian feminism. If that is
Mm,
it, that is a real thing. So they could be modest, but they could still be modest to the point where they won't submit. Like
Jesus.
it's oh man, I don't want to go in,
Mm.
but because I want to keep it on topic and I don't want to
Mm.
deviate, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But I think this was very interesting. And believe it or not, the best ex that I had was a Fulani girl from Guinea that lived in Brooklyn that spoke three languages that was 100% Muslim. One of the most open-minded, submissive, fly sisters. And she was like 4 to 5 years younger than me, bro. Like,
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
so so hearing this brother going to Morocco and meeting meeting sisters that come from those type of structures is very inspiring. I can't
mm.
tell you all how hopeful this community has made me. So salute to y'all, man. This is cool.
Yes, bro.
That's amazing.
You're also an American brother as well. American brothers do well in many countries. I've traveled around the world. I
Mhm.
always see American brothers with the best looking women in the foreign countries. So women are definitely love American brothers, you know. So I know you're going through a terrible divorce, but brother, there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to find a much better woman than your ex-wife, your future ex-wife. She might be Japanese, she might be Fulani, like you said, whatever, but she's going to be on your plan and submit to you. And she's going to be foreign, brother. So no more dating these horrible American women. No more dating these Western women. It's got to be foreign, brother. Foreign all the way.
No
Okay?
doubt, no doubt. Word, I would see that, yo. I appreciate that, man. Yo, when was it like y'all? I don't want to call it a red pill moment, but y'all are both from the UK, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
When was the moment when there was like, okay, nah, yo, that's it. No, no, no more of this. No more Western. Was it when you were on the job? I work in IT too. Was it when a manager tried to overstep? Like, when was that moment when a girl tried, like a three, acted like she was an adjustable six? Like, when was it when you were just like, yo, what was y'all moment?
Yeah. Should I go first?
Yeah, you go first, bro.
That's a good question. So for me, obviously, I'm 30, right? So I spent pretty much my 20s, if I'm honest, chasing tail, having a good time, rightfully so. And then as you start to get to the age I'm at, you start to look for something a bit more substantive, something a bit more long term. And when you start to look at some of your female counterparts or a few years younger than you, it's like they've been hit by a train. Not being disrespectful here, but they've got mileage, like in a bad way. And when you're looking for something a bit more substantive and something that something a bit more long term in nature, it just kind of hits you that, oh wow, it's just what I'm looking for just isn't here. And I think it wasn't a specific moment, but it was just as you're going through the motions of adulthood, you're working and you're dating, um, you start to just become just kind of disgusted with the way some of the UK girls approach things. I remember at one point a few years ago, like maybe 2 years ago, I was dating these two girls. Um, One was actually a foreign girl that lived in London. She was Eastern European, and the other girl was British. And I remember I was pretty much dating them at the same time. And this one, I had my apartment in West London, so maybe one day during the week, the Eastern European girl will come round, and on the weekend, I'm dating the other one, and I was kind of like juggling between them, and I got to see like the cultural difference. So I'll give you an example. Like when the Eastern European girl would get to the station, which was like a 15-minute walk to my apartment, she would just walk to my apartment and just be at the front door. The British girl calling me, hey, can you come and drive up and get me? And it was just it was just a complete,
Wow.
like, yeah, one was wanted to be of service,
Mm-hmm.
the other wanted to be served. And I'm like, look, I'm not
Mm.
saying I don't want to serve my
Mm,
woman, but you got to motivate me to want to serve you. I shouldn't just have to be this kind of work mule for you just because society told you I should be. So that was kind of the moment when I was dating British girls, and I was like, yeah, I'm not getting what I want here for me.
wow. Wow.
Yeah.
It's incredible. The
So,
sim-
go on, bro.
yeah, I was just gonna say the similarities. That's just incredible, man. Mm,
Yeah. I think for me, it was just the fact that I know it's a huge culture change
mm.
ever since Obama got in power after 2008. Something just went wrong in our matrix. It just
Yes.
someone input the incorrect code and
Yes.
mess up the whole software.
Word. Hey, listen, that's some real talk right there, brother.
And then I used to go to the club and I would see girls just taking selfies instead of dancing. I was like, that's a bit weird. A bunch of girls just hovering around each other, taking selfies, being narcissists when there's guys wanting to dance with them. It wasn't like that a decade before this decade or last decade. And I just started seeing women becoming more horrible, feminism being taught in schools, at university. That was a terrible time, by the way. It was just horrible, rude, overweight, not submissive, not feminine. Like I told you, it just felt like someone put in the wrong code in the piece of software and it ruined women completely in the Matrix. I was like, I'm sick of it. I took a trip abroad, and it was breath of fresh air, and that saved my mental state, bro.
Yes, sir.
Honestly, it did.
Mm,
That's beautiful.
definitely. You know what it is? When you have something to compare it to, that's when it really hits you. Because you're like, oh, I just went abroad and this was my experience. So that's when it really hits you, when you have something to compare it to.
Yeah,
Mm.
absolutely. All right, he's gone now. Unfortunately, I think he must have a connection issue. Let me bring in Gavin. Can you turn the camera on in the background, please, Gavin? And Thomas, can you turn the camera on too? I gotta make sure you're actually black men, brothers. I see you, Gavin. You're a brother. You're not some pimple-faced, racist, non-black person. Thank you, bro. Thomas, can you confirm that you are a brother, Thomas? J Rod, you're confirmed. Thank you, Thomas. You're confirmed. Awesome, awesome. Shout out to Jeremy Sayers for the $15 super chat. Appreciate you, Mr. Jeremy Sayers, for the support. Much love to you, brother. Again, fifth time or fourth time to support the channel, brothers. So, brothers, follow his lead, hit the cash app, hit the super chats, support this movement. Because time is money. I spend a lot of time on this channel, and it's very tiring, but I care about you, brothers. I'm going to keep pushing as intel for you, brothers. Okay, thank you, Jeremy. Let me bring in Mr. Gavin, then I'll bring in Thomas after, and I'll bring in Gerard after as well. Okay. What's up, Gavin? How you doing, bro?
I'm doing well, IP man. I hope you can hear me pretty good. My connection might be a little spotty. I'm in the mountains in Arizona, but yeah, I'm just happy to be here, man. And I thank you for everything you're doing. Um, I want to go a little bit left with it. And the reason I say this is because I know a lot of times you talk about the West and you talk about how it is in the United Kingdom. Brother,
Mm,
trust me, man. I am so over the girls out west in America. Like I'm done. I'm done. And I get boxed. I don't have a problem getting boxed, but
yeah.
still, it's like it's the BS that goes along with dealing with it after you get the box, and it's like
Mm,
that's all they're worth. But long story short, brother, I'm actually coming to the United Kingdom towards December. I'll actually be out there for Boxing Day. And I know you tell us to go further east when it comes to the European countries, but I've always wanted to go to the United Kingdom, and I was just wondering if you had any advice while I'm out there when it comes to the girls, because I'm so fond of British women. I know that they have their issues. I know they have their issues too, just like the girls out west. But I wanted to know if you brothers have any advice for me while I'm out there.
okay. Although this is a Moroccan stream, bro, so we'll keep it very brief on this topic. We want to keep on topic regarding Moroccan women. So I would say
Understandable.
reach out to me on IG, and I can give you advice on there. But to sum it up for you, you're an American brother, so you won't have any problem with obviously smashing women or going on dates with UK women. You have the American factor. Now, don't come up here looking for wives or long-term relationships. It won't be the woman that you want, bro. But if you're here to have fun for recreational purposes, you're gonna do well. To sum up for you, wouldn't you agree, Dre, as he's American?
Understandable, IP. Man, I appreciate you for everything that you do. And I promise the next time I call in, it's going to be on topic. But thank you so much, brother.
No problem. Thank you for that, Gavin. Appreciate you, bro.
Yes,
Awesome,
sir.
awesome. Shout out to Mr. Roll Harris for the $5 super chat. Thank you, bro. Always wanted to know about Morocco. Now you know, bro. We got 2 videos of Morocco on the channel now. All up-to-date intel, all great intel. Dre used my intel, my video, to help him navigate in Morocco, and it
Yes,
went
sir.
very well for him. So it's the gospel right now, brothers. So appreciate you, Roy Harris. Much love to you, brother. Thank you. Let me bring in the ultimate legend, the one and only, the king, Mr. Thomas Demihin. Thomas, what's going on, bro?
What's up, brother? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, Thomas. How are you?
Oh, good, bro. How are you?
Fantastic, bro. 2 back-to-back classic live streams. Yesterday's stream was incredible.
Mm-hmm.
Today even incredible too. How are you, Thomas? All good?
Yeah, all good. I had a chance to rewatch yesterday's classic. I'm gonna rewatch it again because Brother Theo's wisdom is invaluable. Um, yeah. a lot to think about, but it's all good, bro. Um, sorry, brother, I forgot the guest's name. I'm
Dre.
so
Oh,
sorry.
great.
Ah, yes, the UK man, them. Yes, yes, fam. Brother Dre. Before, how are you, bro?
I'm all good, man. I'm all good, bro. Yeah.
Hey, fam, are you from London?
Yeah, I'm
You're
from
London.
London. Yeah, I'm from London. Yeah.
Hey, what part from? What part from?
I'm like Southwest, pretty much.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think
South.
I heard you say you're from Southeast, right? The other day.
Yeah, fam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Where parts from Southwest London, fam?
I'm
What's
I'm
up?
like I'm like towards like Wimbledon region. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool, fam. I'm from Lewisham, Southwest
Oh yeah,
London.
yeah. Lewisham, very familiar with Lewisham, Catford. You know, good old Southeast, man.
Awesome, fam. Yes, fam. This is why I like seeing IP, fam.
Yeah. This is like a hidden gem, especially for UK people, right? Because the timing for UK people will be asleep. But if you're in the know, you're in the know.
Exactly, brother. Exactly, fam. Um, so, brother, to sum up here, what were the best times in Morocco for you? And you have to go back to Morocco. How would
Mm,
you improve that journey?
okay. So the best times, I would say. So okay. So one thing I should probably warn people about, which I forgot to mention, is um, when you go to Morocco, the way they've structured the trips are there's got a lot of hotels, a lot of commercial hotels that tourists pretty much book in their domestic countries, and they come, they jump off the plane, they go directly to the hotels, and that's it. They don't really get to experience the city because the hotels kind of keep you and sell things to you, and the hotels are really nice and really comfortable. So what I did, which was good, was I got an Airbnb, so I had a bit more control over my experience. And I think my best moments were just honestly just taking trips to the mall on my own, just navigating on my own and being able to have a bit more control over the experience. I mentioned a few of the girls that I approached, when I would go shopping and do this and do that. I think those are the best moments, just the moments when I was moving around, getting taxis and, uh, arranging things on my own. Like I told you, I bumped into a guy that owned a go-karting store. And through that, I managed to arrange go-karting and riding a camel. If I stayed at a hotel, I'm pretty sure the hotel would have tried to sell me some package, and the experience would have been a bit more controlled. Whereas I had a bit more control over my experience. So it was just the little moments where I was just kind of just walking around and just navigating on my own. That's what made nice. And through those experience, through having that control, it allowed me to meet people and connect and that kind of stuff.
Awesome,
Mm.
awesome. All right, in your experience, brother, and in your opinion, why would you say Moroccan women are better than British women, especially London chicks?
Mm. Mm.
In your words, why are
Just,
Moroccan women
mhm.
better than UK women?
Okay. First and foremost, they're just beautiful. From being born and raised in the UK. I feel like I just be honest, man. I just feel like a lot of the girls are just completely overhyped, and they
Yes,
don't really understand their market value relative to the rest of the world. Because it's easy to move like a prestige when we do, when you don't we don't have any fierce competition. You know, Becky with a big bum thinking that she can grab any top quality black guy just because she's got a big bum. It's like, how dare you?
brother,
You know,
tell them, bro. Tell
it's
tell
like, how
them.
dare you? It's like when you really put that pressure on them, and it's like, the economic principle of um, scarcity increases value, right?
Yes,
And the more there is of something, the less value it has. Like out there, beautiful women they're just around just to be around. I'm talking about even someone that might be considered not as good looking out there. You put them up against a UK chick. The UK chick just can't compete, man. It's like so. I say all that to say that Moroccan women they really beat UK chicks in the looks department, and You know, us fellas, a lot of us prioritize looks, and then personality-wise, just very malleable, a bit more, you know, docile. You're able to not control them, but just to you know, build something with them because they're a bit more cooperative, and that's just my experience. So I think the looks for me, that was the first thing, and then the personalities are just a bit more feminine. I think that's why, you know, Moroccan chicks completely shit on UK chicks, in my
Hey, you
opinion.
keep swearing, bro.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah, man,
sorry. I saw again.
oh gosh, bro.
Sorry about that.
Brother,
Man,
brother
language,
Joe,
please, bro.
brother
Yeah,
Joe.
yeah,
Even
yeah.
better than the quiches, the UK quiches.
Of
Oh,
course.
it's not even. Oh, listen, you bring one of those Moroccan girls over to the UK. You go to a function with her on your arm, man. Yeah, the Keishas, man, yeah, they're gonna have something to say about it. They're
Yeah,
gonna be under pressure, under serious pressure, man.
They ought to be under pressure.
they have to
Hmm.
be,
All
man.
of them.
Yep. Facts. They have to be, man.
Mm.
Oh gosh. You see the face?
You see the
Oh,
eyes, man. They're like, you know, Keisha give that eye, that look.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
what's
yeah,
that
yeah,
black
yeah.
guy doing with her? Like,
Mm.
Bird.
But,
That,
but
that
brother,
look of disapproval.
but brother, in Morocco, yeah,
Mhm.
aren't there foreign black women, my G?
Would you say you talking to IP?
No, no, no,
talking to
you.
me.
I'm talking to you.
Okay, what'd you say?
Aren't there foreign black women?
Foreign black woman.
Like Moroccan black women.
Yeah, that's interesting. You know, I personally didn't have any interaction with them. I didn't see any actually, if I'm honest with you. I saw a lot of like brothers like from the African continent that come over and were like selling things and were, you know, were just hustlers out there. But as far as like a black woman, that's interesting. I really didn't see many like black women. You know, I didn't see any personally.
Interesting, brother.
Hold on.
Hey.
Hold on.
Oh,
Shout out to Mr. Gavin Expos for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, IP. Keep informing us and standing your ground, bro. The work you put in for us is empowering. God bless. Thank you for the kind words, Mr. Gavin Expos. Much love to you, brother, and God bless you too. Looking forward to speaking to you directly on IG about the horrible UK woman. J Rod, you there, bro?
I'm there, my guy.
You want to ask a question to Dre?
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Tom, it's good to meet you, man. Hey, so Drake, so over there, are brothers, are we rare over there? Do you see a lot of, a lot of us over there?
Oh, in Morocco.
Yeah, like are
Oh
they
yeah,
like, oh, look a brother, and it's like,
yeah,
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 let me see.
yeah, kind of.
Okay,
Not in a because you know that there's that in an uncomfortable way. Oh, look at
oh,
them, but it wasn't that.
right,
It was like you know, recognizing you, and that was it. You know, just oh, he's a tourist. But yeah, we are absolutely rare. We're still like we're very rare out there. So
oh,
and it definitely works to your advantage. You know, it's just a different, you know, kind of composition, you know, versus them interacting with, I don't know, some white tourists, you know, versus, you know, you still, you're kind of, you know, you're exotic, but you're exotic on top of exotic when you're a brother out there, you know.
nice.
So
Mhm.
yeah,
That's magnificent. How the
definitely.
Yeah.
brothers over there? Are they like the Moroccan men? Are they like, hey, who's this guy? Are they more like yeah, do they I gotta ask, man. They do
Yeah,
a lot of dirty macking in America, man. They be
yeah,
hating, man.
yeah. You know what? Generally speaking, man, like they were just. I just found them to be cool. You know,
Oh, that's
you know,
good.
I like to be. I'm friendly and nice anywhere I go. So all it takes is a smile, a nod. You recognize their presence, and you know they just show love. It's just respect. It's almost like when you're a tourist, they want to make sure it's as comfortable as possible for tourists, right? So they want to create spaces where you can chill and feel comfortable. So I got that energy from the men over there as well, be it a taxi driver, and I didn't feel like they were insecure about anything. It was like, hey, how are you doing? Welcome. Are you enjoying yourself? That's what I picked up everywhere. You know, it wasn't like I would walk into a store and the security guard is eyeing me or anything like that. You know, it was just, you know, a real kind of friendly, like, hey, welcome. You know,
Brothers.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead, IP.
Go,
Sorry, I go
go,
on.
go, go ahead, bro.
Oh, I was gonna ask, do y'all think that that has a lot to do with? I don't know about in the UK, but here in the US and other brothers in the chat, y'all. I'm not gonna try to deviate from the topic. I want to keep it on Morocco. But do you think that has to do with feminism too? Like, brothers looking at other brothers like, what's this guy looking at? Who's this guy? Because for some reason, we're getting a lot of that in the U.S. too. Like, I went to a Haitian. I love outdoor Haitian concert festival, and me and my older brother, we don't look straight American, and we were getting a lot of that from like some of the non-Haitian guys, like, oh, look at these guys. It's a lot of that going on. Do you brothers think that's, is that strictly because of feminism? Why y'all think that is happening? Or you think that has a lot to do with hip hop? It's good to hear that that's not going on in Morocco. That's pretty cool.
Do you mean in terms of them hating on you
Oh
or
yeah.
admiring you? Hating
Oh
on you.
nah, hate the
Okay.
hatred in I know because I'm in New York. It's like, shh.
I think it's jealousy.
Oh,
Yeah.
I really think
jealousy.
it's
Maybe,
jealousy. Go on,
may,
Thomas.
maybe it's tribalism.
Mm,
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 mm. I
mm-hmm,
think
Yeah,
I think I think it's due to. So I think if you look at the way like UK and US are structured,
mm-hmm,
it's very, very. I think US is definitely way more capitalistic than UK. UK is a bit more socialist, but because of the competitive culture that's breeded around capitalism,
mm,
people will just we live in a bubble where people are just it's just like gimme, gimme, gimme. Whereas over there, it's like yes, capitalism is prevalent and everyone needs to earn a living, but there's I think that religious undertone and that respect for Islam and how they conduct themselves that seeps through, and people
mm.
just don't conduct themselves in a they're governed by the religion, and I think that you can feel it when you interact with people versus you know people US UK religion means nothing to them. They're just
mm.
out there for themselves, and so when you walk into places and people telling you salam and you realize that means peace, and it's like it's a it's a safe place versus people screw facing you when you walk into a venue like
but, but brother,
Yeah, go on.
well, no, go on, IP. I interrupted you. Sorry.
No, you go on, Thomas. I'll go after.
Um, I had to say, IP and Andre, he's kind of right because whenever I'm walking in the streets of London, bro, anytime I see a brother, yeah, he will give me the dirtiest of looks, and I'm
Mm,
like, bro, I don't even do it. I'm just casually walking, and
mm,
I see one brother. He just like even like I did something to offend them. I just don't know. He always give you a dirty look.
mm,
Yeah, it's the same thing in UK, Jay.
mm.
Like UK, like no brother says hello, how you doing? No,
mm,
just a dirty look, like as if you offended his,
mm,
you like cussed his mom or you did something to
mm,
offend them. I'm like, it's the same in the UK, bro. You can't say hi to any black person.
It's because I noticed that if you're a different type of black man, I mean, me and Joe discussed this. If you're a black man that isn't stereotypical, you dress well, it looks like you have something going on in your life that's good. People hate
Mm,
on you,
mm,
so it's mostly Pookie and Rayos and Tyrones that are probably giving you that look, Thomas. I guarantee you, it wouldn't be a guarantee, but more than likely, if it wasn't, if it was a brother in a suit that was educated, he would probably
yeah,
give you the nod, or but he wouldn't look. Even if he didn't do that, he wouldn't look at you aggressively or in a harmful way. Probably going about his day. Now, the brothers who have nothing gone on for them, who don't dress good, who are essentially dusty brothers, they're the ones that give a lot of looks. I noticed that too. If I'm walking down with a suit where I dress very well, they give me some sort of look like, why is he dressed so good? It's sort of like they hate on brothers like that, you know?
mm,
I've noticed that. Um,
Yeah.
Also, yeah, it's very true. And I think it's to do with jealousy as well. Like J. Roll, you mentioned that Haitian thing as well. Is so Black American men, they do very well with women. They do very well with women worldwide in America. I know the image isn't too good because of rap music, but go outside of America and the women there do like Black American men. So when you come through, you know, Haitian women will give you more play. than a Haitian man because you're Black American, and they fear that. I think Dre mentioned a similar thing in America where a lot of women were around him because he's a Black British guy, and Black American dudes were hating. You know, it's crazy.
It's
That's a
crazy.
fact.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, IP. Yeah, like I was, yeah, for some reason, yeah, like I don't understand, like I'm not all to my US brothers, not all, but some US brothers they hate on a UK brother when he visits America. I've noticed that, like,
Mm-hmm.
I was reading one of your comments, the comments on one of your videos, IP. One
Mm.
US brother, he said, yeah, the worst thing, yeah, is for a black man to have a British accent. I'm like, wow, wow, you hate us that
He gets
much.
no box. He gets
He
no.
gets no
I'm
play,
sorry, I
man.
watch right. He gets no
He
play.
gets no play, man.
Nah,
No
bro.
Black American dude should be fearful about a Black British guy taking any of his girls. When it comes down to a Black British man or an American Black man, the average foreign woman is picking the Black American man. I've seen it every day in my travels. Black American men are the top of the food chain when it comes to foreign men. Anyone that fears Black British dudes doesn't get boxed. It's probably a weirdo that jacks off all day in his mom's basement.
How
That's
can
a
I
fact.
believe that? Other US
Yeah.
brothers, they were roasting here. I'm like, wow, man, like,
Yo,
you
he
hate
just
us that
hating.
much?
It's just hating, man. Whenever I travel, I show a lot of love to my Black American brothers. I know what they go
Yeah,
through in
man.
America. I show a lot of love. They show love back. I remember I was in Germany. Black American dudes show me love. I showed him love back. You know, it's always reciprocal. Helped him out. He helps me out. Um, so and that's how it should be. We want to move away from that kind of tribalistic mentality that's currently destroying our community. That's why I'm pushing the SYSBM movement. A lot
Mm.
of Black dudes just hate on other Black dudes for no reason.
Right.
Why are you competing with other Black dudes? Why can't you compete with other men who
Right.
are dominating the tech industry? Why is it always Black men you always target? And I hate seeing that.
Mm.
So we have to be the change that we wanna be. And within this passport movement, I don't want to see any tribalism. We're all the same. We're all Black men, and we need to thrive together as Black men.
Mm.
Mm. Yeah, yeah,
Salute.
that's so
Salute.
true, IP.
Yeah, man.
That's so true. When I was a lot younger, bro, you know what I didn't like is seeing black men judge their worth, determine their worth based on how many women they used to get. Like, remember in secondary
Mm.
school days, yeah, they said,
Mm.
but I get all these girls, yeah, but you don't get no play, fam. Look at all these girls I'm getting. I always hate that. I'm like, bro,
Right. Right.
because I'm like, bro, is that how you judge your worth? Based on the girls you sleep with? What about what career do you have? What have
Mm.
you? Come on, man. Like, I don't
That
like. I don't. I really disliked when black men judge their work based on how many body counts they have. It's really backwards, in my opinion.
you know what? Hey, you know why that's such a weak framework? Because you know who value would be the highest if we went by that? I'm just being honest. If this
Okay,
was the
Rary.
animal, nah, yeah, Pookie and Ray Ray. But if this was the animal kingdom, roaches. Nobody had more sex than roaches. So you know what I mean? Like, so it's like roaches do that all day, and they don't care where they're at. Like, that's a low way of rating yourself. How many women you could bed? You know, like
Yeah.
that's nuts. That is insane, man.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on from this topic. Let's get back on track. Okay. So, this has been a great discussion so far. So, I've always wondered about Algerian women. Dre, did you meet any Algerian women out in Morocco? Because they're pretty hot as well, Algerian women.
Algeria. No, but I didn't know. No, if I'm honest with you, like my experience in Marrakesh, I didn't. I didn't actually even think to ask. To be honest with you, no, I didn't meet any. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did have a population of them out there somewhere.
Yeah. They're very hot. Oh my
Mm.
God. They're
Mm.
beautiful Algerian women. I think they're slept on
Mm.
Okay.
Algerian women. Yeah. They're really
Okay.
slept on. Lord have mercy.
Okay.
Please give me a half Japanese, half Nigerian woman. You know,
I
Lord.
feel that's very rare, bro.
That's wow.
That's a Pokemon.
What
Um,
languages did they you probably covered this already. If so, I apologize, brothers.
it's French and Arabic.
Oh, French and
They
Arabic.
speak, and some English in Morocco.
Oh,
Um,
oh.
Mm.
hold on, bro. Buck Travel, can you call in? I saw you in the back, in the background. Buck Travel, do you mind calling in, Buck Travel? That'd be great, bro. It looks like you travel as well, and you probably been to Morocco yourself. So do you mind calling in, Buck Travel? We would definitely appreciate your insight on this topic. Thank you in demystifying Moroccan woman. Shout out to Tyrone McLeod for the $50 super chat. Thank you, bro, for the donation. Much love to you, Tyrone. It means a lot to me, bro. Thank you. Much respect to you, IP, and all the brothers on tonight's stream. Thank you. Thank you to you too, Tyrone McLeod. Happy that this stream is helpful. God bless you, brother. And God bless all the brothers that support this channel. It means a lot to me, brothers. Thank you, brothers, and much love to you, Tyrone, and every brother on this platform. Thank you very much. Awesome, awesome. Moroccan women in the UK, Dre, have you dealt with them before? Would you know where they live at?
You know what? It's so interesting you say that because I actually dated one briefly. Like we went on literally 2 dates. This was some years ago. She was from I can't remember what part of London she was from. Maybe it was I think it was North London, maybe. Then I dated her and I took her on a few dates, Central London. Um, and what was my experience? Yeah, she was I won't say corrupted, but yeah, she drank, she smoked, she
No.
was yeah, she was loose, pretty loose with it. In fact, I think the reason we stopped speaking because I think she actually had a boyfriend and she didn't tell me about it.
Wow.
So yeah, but no, yeah, she was, but this was some years ago. It's like 2017 or something like that. And yeah, she was pretty, yeah, like she didn't teach me much about the culture. It was just like meeting like a white girl. You know what I mean? Pretty much, except it was Moroccan, British
Do you,
Moroccan.
do you feel in Morocco age gap matters? So is it normal for a man to date a woman 10 years his junior? So he's 30 and he dates a 20-year-old woman. Is that okay in Morocco? They won't,
Uh, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I felt like it didn't matter. I honestly felt like it didn't matter. It was more like, okay, who's the individual? What's in your repertoire? Like, you know, like, explain yourself, and if you had the charisma to get her, you can make it happen, kind of thing. I didn't feel like it was a like a thing. Like the girls. In fact, yeah, man, I see girls, slightly younger girls, in their early 20s, like you're walking on the street and they're looking at you and glancing at you. I remember I mentioned the taxi driver so many times, but as when he was driving, one of the taxi drivers was driving me, I put my head out the window. And what's one thing interesting about Morocco is you see a lot of women driving mopeds. Like mopeds are the go-to transportation out there. So there were like these three women on one moped, and I was like, "What's going on?" So I put my head out the window, and I was talking to them. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And they were all looking at me and started glancing and giggling. And the taxi driver was like, "Oh, they fancy you, they like you." And I was like, "Really?" And they kept on, and he was overtaking them, and they were overtaking us, and we was having a bit of banter while we was driving. And but yeah, where was I going with this? I can't remember. I'm getting a bit
That's
delirious here.
It
But
was an
yeah,
age gap. Yeah.
that's age gap. Yeah, but and yeah, they looked slightly younger. So yeah, I don't think it matters the age thing. You know.
Yes.
Awesome.
And also a word of advice for brothers who are watching this: taxi drivers give some of the best information
Mm,
on the country that you're going to stay in for a couple of days or weeks. Taxi drivers always take their word for what it is. I remember when I was in Germany, I think I mentioned this in my German video. It was a Turkish guy. He was like, "Yo, IP man, the German women here, they love brothers, black men." It's like, "What? Are you sure about that?" Yeah, it's like all my black friends from Africa all have beautiful German girlfriends. He showed me pictures of them. I was like, "Oh, damn." And then throughout my trip, what he said was true. The first time a woman bought me a drink in a bar was one of the first times, sorry, a woman bought me a drink in a bar was in Germany. Buying me a drink. Imagine
Oh,
that. Imagine that in the UK. That ain't happening in the UK or in America.
That would
Women
nah,
ain't
never
buying
happen.
men drinks. That will never happen.
Oh,
nah.
IP. Oh, I forgot to ask you this question, IP.
Yeah.
You're a German woman, yeah? Can you describe her? Was she a brunette? Was she a blonde hair, blue eyed German Becky? Was she a Turkish
You're a
woman?
madman, crazy. You're a
Was she
madman,
Turk?
Thomas. Man said blue-eyed, blonde-haired Becky. Go on, bro.
Was she Turkish? Was she mixed race? Was she a German black woman? Bro, you never described her, bro.
Oh yeah, true, true. So if I remember her, she was a brunette. I remember. I believe she was from somewhere in South America. I think it was Chile. I just can't. I think it was Chile. Good looking, had long black hair. She was 22 or 23. She was in her early 20s. I remember. She was visiting from South America in Germany that time. She was with her friend who was Italian, but some African dude had her. It was so funny.
Oh,
Those African dudes in foreign countries, man, they're let's just say they're mega thirsty. I keep it very PG. So I saw him macking her in the background, dropping game on her. I was like, okay, cool, that's your friend. Then yeah, she was just a normal, good-looking South American chick with an Italian friend, female friend, and yeah, that was it, bro. She was cute.
awesome,
Kawaii
Nice.
desu. Kawaii.
awesome,
Mecha kawaii. Means
Mm,
very cute in Japanese.
awesome,
that's
bro.
dope. That's dope, man.
Yeah,
Hey,
man. I'm telling you, man, brothers. The world is your oyster, brothers. We're not capping, we're not lying.
Mm,
Dre is literally evidence. It's just it's a different feeling, a different vibe when you're just a different person in a different
mm,
country. You stand out because you're a foreign brother. They're not used to you before. They want to get to know you, and then if it goes well, you have a girlfriend that's foreign. You know,
mm.
get your
Facts.
passport, brothers. Get your passport, and that's what I'm telling you, brothers. Avoid these Western chicks as much as you can. Don't look at them like I told you. Here's what I do. It's good morning, good night, good evening. I don't care about your day. I'll say hello to you, and that's it. I don't notice them. I don't look at them. I don't smile at them. I don't say thank you to them. It's good morning, good night, good evening, and that's it.
you're absolutely right, IP, because
He's right.
you're right because the moment I stopped giving a damn about modern Western women. You know, so much weight has been lifted from my shoulders.
Mm,
I've been so flexible, so lightweight. I'm like,
Mm.
I can finally breathe again.
facts, facts, man. And the thing about the great thing about this passport movement is that not every black man is going to be on this, and that's okay, okay, because we don't want the market to be saturated. We want to be exotic. We want to be different. So if it means only a few who have their passports and travel all around the world and date foreign dime women, and I want it to be educated black men. I don't want Puke and Rere's. I don't want Tyrone's in this passport movement. Let these
Yeah.
brothers date the horrible fat UK Beckys, right?
Amen.
And leave it to them. Let them date Western women. All right. Let these dusty brothers date the fat Beckys or the low value women in the West. They can have any woman they want in the West. I don't care. So when I
Mm,
see a brother that's a Pookie and Rary and Tyrone with woman, I'm like, do you, brother? Me as an
mm,
educated
mm,
black man, Thomas, Dre, J Rod, we have a woman abroad. And that's how it
Word.
should be.
mm,
This is an educated black man movement for straight black men, straight heterosexual black men who are straight. Simple as that.
mm.
Okay?
Word.
These Pookie and Rays, man, they're backers, man. Oh, sorry, IP,
For real, man.
I just call them idiots in Japanese.
I got to get my Japanese up, man. Hey, Dre,
Yeah.
when you came back, how did you feel with the local you know, woman back in the UK. You had this awesome experience, and then
Yeah. Oh my gosh, yeah, man. It's just like, you know, as you transition back in the UK after you've had that good experience, it's just like
Oh,
you know,
Oh,
man, it's
it's
just
like,
like
did you like? It's like you went to heaven and now you're returning to hell.
that was a good description.
yeah, it just felt like yeah, pretty much. And
Hey,
what's amazing about, you know, acquiring, you know, pretty woman abroad is I said you've got something to compare it to. So if you're talking to a girl domestically and she's giving you aggro over basic things, and then the foreign woman's just being compliant, and it just completely diminishes the value of, you know, what's in front of you here in the UK. And as IP said, that you know, as far as you're concerned, now it's just good evening, good morning, afternoon, and, you know, leave me alone type thing. You know, it really kills the value of girls domestically. It honestly does, because you it's like you got something cheaper, better value abroad, and you just got something much better value than, but they're trying to charge you premium price domestically, and it's like, why would I pay that? You know, it makes no sense.
it's incredible.
Yeah.
I tell you, brothers, similar to that, right? Like as I'm going through this divorce and stuff, yes, it's hard. But now that I took myself off the market, I rock my ring on purpose because I don't want no more Western. I can't do this no more. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
I
mm.
feel so. I don't want to be mean to them, right? But I feel.
No, bro,
I'll
be
tell.
mean. Be
Nah,
Be
mean.
mean.
nah.
Be mean.
Yo, I feel so powerful. Like I walk in Target and I'm just like, yeah, good evening, good night. But yo, I'm not available. I don't
Yeah,
even want your shadow on me. Like
yeah, and then
and
yeah,
I'm
real
dark
talk.
skinned. I don't want your shadow on me, you know?
Yeah,
Feel
and then
yeah.
it's like as you're going about your day to day, you got the girl texting you as well. She's sending you pictures, and you're like,
Oh
you
wow.
know, you're engaged. You're already engaged in a, you know, it just feels good, man. You know, in fact, I remember you know, a few weeks ago I went to like it was like a wedding, right? And I have that, you know, the Samsung Fold, the Z, so it has a big screen. So I remember at the wedding there was some, you know, some, I think you call them BWs, right? They were like
Yeah.
sitting next to me, and I purposely opened the big screen on my phone, and was like, and I was responding to, you know, the Moroccan girl, and you know, responding to a picture she sent me, and I wanted to make sure, and I knew they were eavesdropping, but I wanted to make sure they could see the type of thing, just to let them know that, look, like, you know, this is cross borders, man. Don't worry about, you know, that.
Ooh,
Ooh.
brother. Were
Yeah,
they giving
brother.
you like side eye reactions?
Yeah, like
Of course,
What's
of
this guy
course,
doing?
of course,
Why
I
is
what's
he
this
not
felt
guy
them.
looking
doing
at?
here?
Why is he
You
not
know what
looking
I'm
at?
saying?
Why,
Yeah, why is he looking at me? I'm
Why?
all dressed up today. Who's that girl he's texting? You know, don't worry about that, mate. You know.
You know what my dad say, you know, because sometimes since I've been going through that, I would tell you, you know, um, let her have the, you know, townhouse and stuff, and I had to move back in with my parents. It's very embarrassing, but you got to do what you got to do, you know.
Mm.
But he told me, he said, always remember this, son. Your attention is their currency. He said
yes.
they have breasts, they have booty, they have all of that stuff, but your attention is their currency. So hearing y'all experiences across the world is
Ooh,
so
that's
inspiring.
an amazing one. Your attention is their currency. I'm writing that down.
Yeah, yeah, man. My
That's
pop.
actually true. That's
Yeah,
actually that's actually true. That's why there's so much clout on IG. Oh
yeah,
my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna write that down. Their attention is.
I said, yo, pops, he crazy because he been with my mom for like about they going on 45 years, man. Yep.
Awesome, awesome. So, brothers, feel free to call in. We have a lot of space on the panel. I'll probably be ending the stream in around 20 minutes time. So when it's 2 hours, 30 minutes, I'll end the stream. But I can end it earlier if you don't get any new callers in. So Buck Travel, I'd love for you to call in. If not, reach out to me on IG. Buck Travel, it seems like you've been around the world. We hopefully want to get you on the channel to speak about Beirut, Lebanon. I actually dated a Lebanese girl in the past.
Ooh.
Feminine, and yeah, and she was cute. But something happened that I won't discuss that went wrong. But brothers, yeah, please, call in and let's get some new callers in. This has been a great discussion so far regarding Moroccan women. So much thanks to Dre again. J Rod, will you be attending the passport conference in June next month?
Yeah, I am. I just took off because I like when I like when Theo said just take off. So I said I just called. Yeah, I just put in the time to yesterday. I just have to. The only thing I wanted to ask, I don't want to hog up, but I guess I'll contact you off here. I'm not on Facebook because of what's going on. I've had to go private. So any way you want to vet me or anything like that, that'll be great. Whatever way I got to get in, but
Yeah,
I gotta. Yeah.
you've got to be in the Facebook group because the
Okay.
details are there right now.
Okay. I
So
got you.
if you send me a message on IG,
Okay.
J Rod, okay,
Okay.
and then yeah, if you just let me know who you are,
All
and
right.
then
Gotcha.
we'll get you the details in the Facebook group because you got to be in the Facebook group to
Okay.
get in
Gotcha.
the conference. So brothers, if you're watching this right now, to fast track everything, join my Patreon diamond tier. I will send you a link to my Facebook group. I will add you on there, and let's get you brothers in Philadelphia for the international passport and manosphere conference. Okay, it's going to be life changing. Awesome,
I
awesome.
I
Go on,
think
Thomas.
the Manosphere conference. I know I can't be there, but will it be recorded and will be placed on the Patreon?
Yes, so the SYSBM part will be recorded and placed on the Patreon. So on the third day of the conference, that's what Theo told me. And yes, it will be on the Patreon, just that particular part. The rest of it won't be recorded. But Theo's rules, I have to go by it, bro. But the SYSBM traveling part, in terms of how to get your foreign woman, wife, how to keep her, what to do money wise, should be recorded and will be on my Patreon.
Awesome, awesome. Yes,
Fantastic.
brothers, go on Patreon. I recommend a diamond too.
Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah. Diamond.
I dropped the Japanese one video this week, 1 hour 30 minutes.
Oh, you did,
Hard
bro.
content.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh. Oh, I need to see that. All right, I'll see that when I wake up first thing tomorrow morning.
let me know if there's any problems you and that, and I'll try and fix it. Okay.
Awesome, bro. Thanks.
Awesome. This is fantastic. Gerald, are you on the Patreon?
No, I gotta join the. I was looking at the diamond. What's that? The diamond package because I like. Yeah, I like the offers on there, man. I like the offers a lot on now. I want to
Okay.
join that Patreon.
Let me know
Okay.
once you join, just so I can make a few adjustments to your account and everything, and get you onboarded on everything. But for the conference, we gotta get you on the Facebook group. So reach out to me directly, so I can vet you, and then we'll go on from there. So brothers, make sure you join that Patreon, brothers, to skip the vetting procedure, and we'll get you in the Facebook group to get the manosphere information.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go on, Thomas.
I will ask you this question after I ask brother Dre this question. Brother Dre,
Okay.
um,
Yeah.
I know you've dated Moroccan women, but
Mhm.
have you dated any other races of foreign women? And if so, how would you rank it?
Have I dated any other races of women? You're saying
Yeah,
just like in
of foreign women.
for
And
okay, like okay,
if so, bro, how would you rank it from
yeah,
best to worst?
okay. So yeah, so as you know, like London's super multicultural, right? So
Yeah,
you just have to step out your door and you go to the right place, and you can you can establish a new social group with people from all around the world. So yeah, I've dated girls, I've dated foreign women, like women that aren't domestic, women that have just come here as immigrants or whatever. And generally speaking, just as far as like for relationship potential and how they conduct themselves, they just tend to be a bit more um just manageable, if that makes sense. They don't have the same kind of behaviors and a lot of the domestic girls have. I think sometimes when you've been in an environment for so long, you get so comfortable that you start to take things and people for granted, right? So a lot of the foreign girls, they just don't have those same feelings of entitlement. And I just find that on the spectrum, from a lot of the domestic UK girls versus the foreign ones that live here that I've dated, it's just a much more smoother process with the foreign woman. Like, and this has been the case every single time. They're a lot easier to manage. They, they're always in a state of wanting to serve you and take care of you, and in return, you want to lift them up. So, yeah, that's just my experience. Domestic girls is just one headache after another headache after another headache. They talk too much. In fact, there was this one girl I dated, and she was actually Bulgarian. I never dated a Bulgarian girl before, and I remember her English wasn't the best, but it actually worked out to be quite a good thing, man. Like, she wouldn't talk too much. There weren't many arguments. It was like, wow, man. I need to start speaking. I need to start dealing with more women with intermediate English, man.
Would you say that that's a good thing, bro? Because that's an indication that they haven't been tainted by the Western culture.
Yeah, it was like, they were just, even though they was in the West, they kind of lived in the enclave of their own little culture and their people. And in fact, I remember when I was dating that Bulgarian woman, she asked me. I remember her telling me that, oh, am I sure that she's someone she would want? That what I do? Yeah, like she looked at me like I was some kind of you know, prize type thing, and I was like, yeah, man. I was like, why not?
Hey, that's humbleness 101, bro.
Yeah.
Super humble, man.
Why didn't you wife her up, Dre? What happened?
Well, it's interesting because remember when I told you when I was living in West London, had my apartment there. I was dating a British girl and an Eastern European girl. The Bulgarian girl was the Eastern European girl, and she was the one she was just doing everything. But the only thing for me was she was a bit of a transformer, and what I mean by that was when I first met her, went to All Bar One, Tottenham Court Road. It was good vibes. Like I was like, she's nice, man. She's a lot nicer than I thought. She was all done up, had her makeup on, and I was like, yeah, I'm super attracted to this girl. And what happened was, as I kept seeing her, I started picking up. There was just different things that I realized. Oh wow, okay, she really packaged herself well when I first met her. And they're just little things that I didn't really like. Like, if I'm honest, the attraction that I thought was there just wasn't. I wasn't as attracted to her as I would need to be in order to settle down with a girl.
Okay.
That's all it was. And she
So
was an attractive girl, but for me to want to sleep with you every single come on, man, like there has to be. It's a different levels, and she just didn't have that.
Oh,
But in every
okay.
other department, boy, yeah, she was. Yeah, man.
So, brother, she was a kind of a chameleon. Was she a chameleon?
Yeah, kind of a chameleon, man. Like, yeah, like she packaged herself well, but hard to explain. But yeah, I just wasn't as attracted to her as I thought I was. But personality-wise and everything else, it was all good.
So the more you hung it out with her, the layers start to peel, and there's some traits that you're not really wife material.
No, she was wife material, but it was
physical,
it was aesthetic. Yeah, it was physical, like literally, just physical stuff. Where I was like,
that made her look good. Then after that, she didn't look that good on one.
It was literally, and if it wasn't for that, I would have definitely said she was perfect. But it was literally like physical stuff, which is a shock because normally I can overlook. But yeah, it was just physical stuff, man. I was like,
interesting. Oh, thanks, bro. Thank you.
Yeah,
IP.
no problem.
Yeah,
Yes.
bro. Thank you very much. IP. Now your turn. Yeah, big bro. You dated a lot of foreign women. Now, in your opinion, brother, if you have to rank from best to worst, what's your favorite foreign woman?
Oh, that's a hard question, Thomas. Oh,
because I can tell you mine. I can tell you mine.
You gotta give me a few days to think about that. Oh,
I always tell brother Theo that question. In terms of me, I'm gonna be biased, bro. That Chinese Western chick, bro. She's number one.
What Chinese you did?
Yeah. She was UK Chinese chick.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, man.
What,
Wow.
born here, Thomas?
Yeah. So number one would be the UK Chinese chick I dated whilst I was at university. Number
Was she born
two,
here, Thomas, or was she actually from China but lived here?
no. She was born in China, but she moved to the UK from an
Okay,
early age.
okay.
So yeah, the UK Chinese chick. You won't be surprised who's my least favorite, bro. Number one, no. Number two will be a mixed race chick I dated shortly. Um, Number three, the white chick, and of course, number one, all the way to the bottom, the Keisha.
Cosign. Yes.
You see how these quiches are going crazy over Jack Harlow? Jack Harlow can have all these quiches.
He can have all of
He,
them.
he can have all of them.
Jack Harlow.
I'll help him.
Yeah. He's some new rapper that the quiches are going crazy over. He
The
can have
white
all
boy.
the quiches. Yeah, some white boy. Yeah.
But yeah, you can have them, man.
He can have them.
Oh, I didn't realize that
Any
he was like
white
in
boy.
demand.
What was that? Sorry.
I didn't realize he was like in demand by these keepers.
Yeah, these quiches love him, and it's okay.
Yeah.
You know, they can have all these white boys. They can have all the quiches. They can have all the Western quiches. I don't give a damn anymore. Jack Harlow can have as many quiches as he wants to.
Word.
I don't care. We're done with these quiches. We've left the black community.
Yes.
We're on our own now. SYSBM, Passport Brothers movement. We want to create our own community with foreign women, and quiches won't be involved. I'm being serious about that. It is what it is.
Word.
IP. Would you say, brother, Ethiopian women are the best type of foreign black woman, or maybe German black women? What's your opinion, brother? What is the best foreign black woman? This is to you, brother Dre. As well.
Oh,
That's heavy.
Okay.
that's a hard. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a brain twister right there, Thomas.
I came prepared, bro. Yeah, like I was thinking about the different questions I wanted to ask you yesterday, but I was too tired.
Lord,
Now I'm prepared.
Dre, you go first, Dre. I need to think about this.
That's a big question.
That's a crazy question. Dre, you go first.
Okay, so the best foreign black woman, you're saying, yeah?
You're the best type of foreign black woman. This could be a German black woman, Japanese black woman, Ethiopian, Moroccan, any.
Okay, so yeah, this is a tough one actually. Well, I'd have to speak on my experiences, right? So what I found, it could just be me because of I'm biased because of where I was brought up, but I've met like black women like from other European countries, like French ones, and yeah, generally speaking, man, like they hit all the nails on the head, like super submissive. In particular, I've dealt with like French black women, and I had a really good experience with them. In particular from France, but I've got a trip to Berlin. Oh, you had the same experience? The French
I
ones?
went to Versailles.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And they just tend to be So I've had a really good experience, and I've seen some in the UK, like as well, because I speak a bit of French. I'm always friendly anytime I see French people, and yeah, just generally usually quite a positive kind of experience. So I would say I think French black women, man. I remember going to Paris as well and seeing some beautiful like mixed race like black women as well, and I couldn't really do my thing because they didn't speak English, but it was like so I think maybe French ones.
Awesome. Brother Jay, what about you?
Man, I gotta agree with that. The French. I was on this project with these black French woman from Barcelona. Yo, you talk about bad.
But does she have beauty?
Yes.
Describe her, bro. Describe her.
Well, one was because I'm not really into not trying to be mean, but I'm not really into short hair like that. But
Yeah.
one had like the you know how Rihanna got that like
Yeah.
bob cut like that, and then
Yeah.
her skin, you could just swim in it. It was so chocolatey, you know what I'm saying? Like you could swim in it. Oh, she had the smile, and her body and big, you know, her body and just greasy and like greased up and everything. And we on a conference call, and I'm over here like, and they're like, "You okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm good." I was like, "Man, yo, like, yo." Second to that was I'll go back to Germany. I dated and really this was the baddest. She was half German and half Ethiopian, but
Oh,
she spoke four languages. She spoke English, Amharic, uh,
Sorry, what?
Tigrinya.
Sorry. Can you repeat that? What was that?
Oh, she came to Atlanta from Germany. She was half German and half Ethiopian, right?
Yeah.
So she spoke like four languages, this girl. Like English, Tigrinya, Amharic, and what's the other? And German. Just mad cool. I was listening to the podcast the episode you had IP about how like a lot of Ethiopian women are very jolly and very friendly. And it's true. Very like and it's so appealing. We'll rub your back, we'll run your back. I never run your bath water, bro. Like just surprise you. You know what I mean? You come home from a hard day's work, just surprise you. Dinner ready, everything. You don't got to do that every night, but you know, I'm making the money, so hey, you got to play your part too, you know? So that was, man, incredible experiences, man, you know?
let me read the super chat real quick.
All right.
Shout out to Terrell Boxley for the $999 super chat. What's up, Terrell? Again, thank you again for the support to Terrell. Much love, brother. To the channel, sorry. IP, when you actually come into Colombia, bro, your hook to Japanese women is beyond funny. Bro, I'm telling you, Japanese women ain't touching Latinas. Trust me. Let me guide to Colombia. So we gotta get you on the channel again to speak about your trip in Cartagena, and I'll reach out to you directly. I know, bro. I just can't shake the Japanese off me, man. You know, I need that Japanese woman. They got me, bro. And I love my
Exactly.
Latinas too, but why not the best of both worlds? Half Latina, half Japanese woman.
Well, bro, I've seen someone on IG, bro. I've seen it, but
Send me
they're
that,
rare.
please, Thomas. They're
Yes, I will, bro.
they're rare, but
Yeah,
send me that, please.
will do, bro. Oh yeah, IP, your turn. Your turn,
Um,
IP.
let me just put this, brother. Let me just say this. So don't leave the black community, bro. Build the black community. What are you talking about? No, bro.
No,
We're leaving the black community. We're not building a community that is run by Pookie and Rares and pathetic Keishas. It's over, bro. It's over for the black community worldwide. It's particularly in the West.
yes,
Okay, educated black men who are studious, who have degrees, who are blue collar working black men, and white collar working black men. We are leaving the black community to build another community with foreign women, whether she's black, Asian, whatever. We are done with the black community. It is
yep,
over, bro. Okay? No, we're not building it. We're leaving the community. End of.
yes,
Word.
100%. Yes.
To answer your question, Thomas, it would have to be between. I've not dated an Ethiopian woman before, so I can't say Ethiopia. I would say I do like the black German woman,
hmm
particularly the half black German woman. There's just something about them that's just elegant
Is
and
it
poised about them.
is it that curly? Is it that black curly hair, light brown skin, natural
Yes,
figure,
is that
unconditional femininity?
is that beautiful? I call it peanut butter brown skin, peanut butter complexion. I love
Oh,
that.
Mm,
yeah.
I
Peanut
love
butter.
it.
Mm.
Oh, IP's colorist, IP's colorist. I don't care. It's my preference. Okay. Men
Word.
have preferences. It just happens to be that the peanut butter brown skin black woman is what I like in a black woman with curly hair. That's what my brain likes. I can't control what I like. So it is what it is. Okay. I prefer that type of black woman, peanut butter brown skin,
hmm
long curly hair, nice teeth, great body, and you find that in abundance in South America and in Germany. The half black, half white German chicks, they are fire. They're fire.
Mm-hmm.
Man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about Yeah, you've been to Portugal. Yes. What about the
Oh yes,
Portuguese black
yes,
women?
yes, yes. The Portuguese black women are also good as well. I think they will come second. I think personality wise, I like German personality over Portuguese personality. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a personal preference, but they're both hot. You know, it's particularly the Angolan black chicks, the ones who are half white, half black Angolan chicks. They're packing, bro. In Portugal, they are wonderful looking in Lisbon. You'll find them in Lisbon. They got some. They're beautiful. So they come second after German black chicks. I just like German black chicks in general.
Mm,
Just a
Yes.
preference.
Yes.
yeah, I remember dealing with a German black chick when I was in East London a couple of years ago, bro. I couldn't, man. Too much fierce competition.
Yeah, you know the Wolves, UK, the competition, especially in London, for you brothers in London, the competition's high. You know, you're
Yes.
dealing with guys who are simps who literally blow £5,000 on a chick.
They'll
You
do
know,
anything.
you're dealing, yeah, they'll do anything. You're dealing with chicks that, sorry, guys that drive Ferraris that want the girl that you like.
Yes.
How you gonna compete with that unless she's not a gold digger and she genuinely cares about genuine attraction and
Yeah.
personality? Go on, Dre.
No, I agree, man. I think that the turnover time with these girls, especially not, it's quick. I remember one time, so I used to, I support Chelsea Football Club, and I remember, like in the station, right next to the football club, there's a Nando's inside, and I remember I went in there one time, and the woman serving my food was this, but she was drop dead gorgeous. I can't remember where she was from. I think she told me I think she said she was part Portuguese, but she looked like beautiful, and she was giving me eyes. I was like, oh my gosh, like I had to go in for the kill, but for whatever reason, I wasn't able to because I was with people. I kid you not, like maybe 2 months later, when I was at another Chelsea game, I went to the same Nando's on purpose just to see her, and she was walking around pregnant. I was like,
Oh,
Yo.
I was confused. I
oh.
was like,
Hey.
were you
Whoa.
pregnant? Wait, when did this happen? Like, I was so gutted, man. So, like, yeah, the competition's rife, man, in London.
Like you can't get a good
Man.
FBI woman. You can't get a feminine, beautiful, inspirational woman, a black woman in the UK. You can't. You can't. It
Brother,
doesn't
it's the
exist.
same in the US. It's the
Yeah,
same.
to find a conservative black woman, you need to have Sherlock Holmes level of detective skills to find them.
Yeah,
It's rare.
man. That's when I found out about this group, IP, that's why I was just I was taken aback. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was taken aback. Like to have all these brothers that have worked hard in their careers, and then we can't. I mean, think about this, guys. We are trying to get to the top of our game. Like we survive. We made it as men of color over the age of 20, and our own sisters not. And you coming with solutions. I'm with that, yo. It's
Mm-hmm.
crazy, man. I love this.
Thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was part of the channel's goal. Solutions to men complaining about women in the West, and they should complain about them. But what's the solution? Because I'm not all about complaining and there being no solution. You know, this is why this channel is very special, brothers. So you got to support the movement. You got to donate when you can. Hit the Cash App, hit the Super Chats, join the Patreon, like the video, comment on the videos as well, because comments help YouTube push out the algorithms to like-minded brothers who also need this information too. We want it to spread to the right black men. We got Dre in this movement, we got J Rod in this movement, new brothers, but we want more like-minded brothers, to also join this movement. Ain't no way you're a high-value black man and you want to deal with Keisha in America. God forbid. We want you brothers to be dealing with top-notch women from different countries all around the world. So I'm going to end the stream. We're at 2 hours 35 minutes. I would go longer, but you have to support the channel. If you want me to go for half an hour more, please send in donations because it's 4:04 a.m. over here in the UK, and time is money. So if you want me to carry on with the stream, please donate. I will give it 5-10 minutes max. If I don't see any more donations, any more support, I'm going to end the stream to save everyone's time here, because the time is very valuable for everyone here on the panel and for those who watch. Okay, so you brothers have 5-10 minutes to hit the cash app, hit the super chats, like the video, support the movement. Okay, fantastic. So great. So to sum it up, Moroccan women love brothers, which is great. Fantastic. So another country for brothers to consider. Dre, thank you very much for dropping game for us brothers. Fantastic. What was I going to say? Okay. You want to say anything, Thomas?
I'll say this. I'm just thinking about what Theo told me. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep on going hardcore on what I'm doing IP.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go hardcore, focusing on the mission, putting deadlines. You're absolutely just contemplating what he said yesterday. Is like he's absolutely right. Form deadlines for when I'm gonna travel again. Just going 110%, brother.
Yep. Like I told you, brothers, execution and consistency.
Yes.
Consistency, very important. Be consistent in what you're doing. Every small thing you're doing aligns to a bigger goal. Do what you're doing that you're supposed to do every day or every week. Don't slack off, don't drop off. Push yourself because it will change your life for the better. Execute your consistency. Okay, that's very important. That was a very special stream yesterday. Incredible.
Really
So
special. Really
are
special.
you? So Theo said you gotta go to Japan, Thomas. Are you going there? Or are you putting that hold until you get what you need to do done?
I'm going to Japan, but not this year.
Okay.
Going next year.
Fantastic.
Next year I'm going to Japan. I've decided.
Yep. Make sure you do what's best for you, Thomas. Just be consistent and execute your consistency all the time, bro.
Yes, big bro. Absolutely. The mission is the mission is more important than anything else. So absolutely, brother. Thank you.
Awesome. Dre, do you want to speak about how important consistency has been in your life in terms of reaching your goals, doing what you need to do to complete objectives, execution, consistency, and how important that is, bro?
Absolutely, man. I think just as far as my background, having done the formal education system, got the bachelor's, got the master's, done all right in my career. Yeah, it's all about having a plan. Once you've got a framework that you can follow, coupled with as IP said, execution. That's key. I think if you're not waking up every morning, you don't have a to-do list of things that you need to tick off. You're wasting time. You're literally wasting your life away. Like you want to make sure that before you engage in impulsive, pleasurable things, you take care of your business first, and it starts from the little things, the increments. So you want to make sure you got a to-do list. You make sure you're getting things done every single day, whatever it is. If it's a language, break it down to increments. Make sure you schedule time out to do what you have to do, and then after that, you can engage in, your leisure. But yeah, it's been key in my life, and it's helped me achieve some things I've achieved. So I actually absolutely echo those same sentiments. Every day is a challenge, but you got to stay on top of it.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, Dre. Fantastic. Hold on, J Rod. Shout out to Thomas Demihin for the £1.79 super chat. Thank you, Thomas. Big up IP, the legend, always doing the Lord's work. Thank you for the kind words, Mr. Thomas Demihin. Also, bro, you're definitely appreciated on this channel. Again, once again, thank you for all you do, Thomas, and again for the timestamps as well for every video that I post. Most videos that I post. The one you did for the Manosphere stream yesterday was incredible, bro. So much thanks to you, Thomas. Much love to you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Terrell Boxley for the $4.99 super chat. Thank you, Terrell. Again, appreciate you, bro. There are millions of those peanut butter skin cheekers in Colombia. Colombia is the answer. Yes, indeed. Colombia is on my list. So I'll be reaching out to you about that, Terrell Boxley, and we will get you on the channel again in the coming weeks to speak about Cartagena. Thank you, brother. Awesome. So, Joey Reid, how has execution and consistency been in your life to complete your goals and objectives?
Man, it's just like y'all been saying, working from that framework, very similar to some of you brothers. Went from being homeless to, working in UX with no degree and just, really Xing people out from just outworking the next man about doing it smarter. Looking at templates that work, reading biographies, plugging in Google News as alerts, just consistently at it. Gym 3 times a week, not simping at all, not slipping at all, just learning from brothers like yourselves, just writing it down, getting out the way and getting to it. God is good, man. Yeah.
Absolutely. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Great to hear that, Jay. You heard that,
Yes.
Thomas?
Yep.
Fantastic, man. J Rod, you're new to the channel, right?
Yes, sir. I gotta put my picture up, and I've been off of Facebook, Instagram, and all that stuff for many, many.
Ooh, what happened?
It's probably a connection issue, bro. Or phone stuff. Okay. Great stream.
This has been a great live stream, IP. Thanks.
It has been very great. We got Spain tomorrow.
Ooh, Spain. Last time I went to Spain was 2015. Barcelona.
Awesome. Fantastic. So you can call in to speak about your experience. Thomas, have you been to Spain before, Dre?
Yeah, I've been to Barcelona as well, actually. Been to Barcelona, I think 2017, 18, one of those years.
Awesome. So yes, we've got a guest who's going to give us a different experience, his experience in Spain. Military dude. So military dudes, they go through different experiences from normal dudes. Yeah, they have the superstar lifestyle, we shall say. So that should be very interesting. It's 4:13 over here in the UK. I know the brothers are tired, particularly Dre and Thomas. So I'm going to end the stream. It's been a great stream. So, brothers, thank you very much. What was that? Was that Dre?
No, so yeah, it's been a good one. I appreciate you having me on.
No worries, Dre. Do you have any closing statements, Dre, before I end the stream?
No real closing statements other than appreciate you having me on IP, and shout out to all the brothers that listened in, and hope this inspired you guys to get out there basically. So thanks again.
Awesome. We'll definitely be having Dre. Dre has a lot of experiences in different countries, so we'll be having Dre back on the channel again in the coming weeks to speak about another country or countries going forward. Mr. Thomas Demihin, do you have any closing statements, brother?
Another excellent live stream, IP. Another excellent live stream. Absolute classic. Brother Dre, thank you very much for your valuable intel and experience, brother. Appreciate my fellow UK brother. Thank you very much.
Awesome.
And IP, again, thank you very much for being a guide, a mentor, and a leader for this great movement. Thank you very much for your back-to-back classics, and yeah, brother, just keep up the great work.
Thank you very much for the kind words, Thomas. Thank you, Dre. Much appreciation to the brothers who called in, J Rod and the other brothers, those who cashed out and super chatted tonight. Your support has been greatly appreciated. Those who liked the video, thank you for your support. Brothers, when I drop this video on my channel, can everyone please comment? Just say great stream, great IP. By IP, thank you, Dre, for contributing. Comments help out with the YouTube algorithm. Once again, we have the Managed Frame Passport Conference in June next month. So make sure you join the Patreon. I will send you a link to my Facebook group that has additional tickets for information and tickets for the Manosphere conference next month. Man, I'm tired. Shout out to J Rod for the $50 super chat. Thank you, J Rod, for the support tonight. Thank you, brother. Much love to J Rod. New to the channel, supporting already means a lot to me, bro. Thank you, bro. Much love to you. Apologies on the phone tonight. Thanks for advice and insight. Let's get it, brothers. Let's get it, brothers. Indeed. Indeed. Thank you, J Rod, for the support and super chat. Means a lot to me, bro. Thank you, bro. And welcome to the channel, brother. Thank you. So I'm going to end the stream right now, brothers. Have a great weekend ahead. Look after yourself, brothers. And be easy and look after yourselves, okay? International Passport out. Peace out. Thanks again to our guests and thank you to everyone who contributed. Awesome. Thank you, brothers.